Look all in the bag. Stunting like this cause I work so hard. I'm the best, I only speak facts. In the store, I'm popping them tags. A limited seller was that. Clout chasing for the cash grab. I don't really want it that bad. If I say that I have it, you know that I got it. No need to look all in the bag. Stunting like this cause I work so hard. I'm the best, I only speak facts. In the store, I'm popping them tags. A limited seller was that. Clout chasing for the cash grab. I don't really want it that bad. I'm trying to cop a milli while I keep my soul intact. Been through a lot, I learned to adapt. Never let struggles make me snap. Around the world, about to be on max. Got a cute face, but it seemed like a trap. Pockets on glow, soul on no. In a chateau, counting that big dough. Your spirit on the gurney, about to plateau. Snake in the grass, reap what you sow. Lurking in leaves, hiding in trees. Spotlight on now, you can't sneak. Lip online now, you can't speak. You a real one now.
All right, all right. How you guys doing? How you guys doing this evening? Meow. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to, you know what time it is. It is the kitty cat community, okay? It's the kitty cat community. Come on in here and say meow and say where you're from. Where you're from. Where you're from. Come on, kitty cats and tomcats. Come on, kitty cats and tomcats. Let me make sure I make this disclaimer.
Here moving weak.
Because I don't want anybody saying nothing to me. Educational purposes only, and have the right to disclaimer under Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comments, news, or reported scholarship and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, and personal use tips, the balance in favor for fair use. So everything that I say now on is allegedly. See you inside, kittens and tomcats. All right, all right. I just had to make sure that that is known so nobody can ever say, well, she said. No, what I said was, okay, allegedly. All right, allegedly. How's everybody doing this evening? Did you guys see the eclipse today? Meow. Hey, Miss Me. Hey, Queen to Queen. Did you guys see the eclipse today? It was amazing. It was amazing. Okay, it was amazing. I hope you guys see Kitty Cat and Tomcat. You guys see Kitty Cat and Tomcat over here because we want you guys to know that we appreciate you so much. So Kitty Cat and Tomcat, honey, they are too cute. Aren't they cute? Aren't Kitty Cat and Tomcat cute? All right, so guys can throw a little donation my way for me. We was on 3 hours last night. Can you believe that? 3 hours we were on last night. I was like, you've got to be kidding. I was so not expecting that, okay? I was so not expecting to be on for 3 hours. All right. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. So I'm super duper glad that that I had a chance to, really be with you guys for that amount of time. And we, what was even more cool is that we had, people that were, work for the police force from internal affairs to a police officer that had, ideas of what goes on. So that was really, really cool to have that. And again, that's the kind of content that we want to bring to you, experts that kind of know what's going on. And that was crazy. But in this time, as we were talking about informants yesterday, I was like, wait a minute. I think JAYZ might be an informant. What you guys think about that? Kittens and tomcats, what you guys think about JAYZ possibly being an informant? What you guys think? Meow. How y'all doing? Okay, y'all gonna leave me hanging by myself today? Y'all gonna leave me hanging by myself today? Let me put this inside of the chat. Because again, this right here, I said, what if he is an actual informant himself? JAYZ. Because this, because he's very cunning. He's very, very cunning. Right, guys? He's very, very cunning. Okay? I thought about that. I said, whoa, what if he is the informant? What if he's the informant? That would be really, really interesting if he is the informant. And think about it for a second. Why is it that his name isn't stated in anything? Wouldn't that be interesting, right? Do you see JAYZ's name on any of these documents? Right? I find that very, very interesting. Okay? Very interesting that his information is not there. What do you guys think, Miss Me, Queen to Queen? What do you guys think that his name is not on anything? Which seems really, really interesting. I mean, everybody else's name is there. Everybody else's name is there. I want to show you guys something because it was kind of crazy when I saw it. I was like, wow, wow. It really came to me. So I started doing some digging, right? I started doing some digging and I was just like, oh man, this is crazy. This crazy, right? So I know you saw the cover and I know you saw him with you know who, right? You know who. Can anybody tell me who this person is? I'm about to share my screen. Can anybody tell me who this person is? Can anybody tell me who that person is? Can anybody tell me? Because to me, that's crazy right there. And on top of that, peace and blessings. Thank you, Joy Peace. Thank you, Joy Peace. Can anybody tell me who that is? Because you guys know he's doing jail right now. You know he's doing jail time right now, right? He's doing jail time right now. Okay? Hey. Yes, Joy. Okay? So it makes me think, it's like, wow, right? If you were to look, there are so many pictures with JAYZ with this guy. It's absolutely insane. Now, mind you, I want you to think about something. Before they arrested, so let's think about this for a second. It was Bill Cosby. What was he arrested for? What did he go to jail for? Drugging, which is still broke my heart because I grew up on the Cosbys and Fat Albert and all that, right? Then it was the Epstein guy, right? No, it was the Epstein guy first. Then it was Bill Cosby. Then it was Weinstein. And now it's Diddy. Don't you guys find that suspicious? Don't you find that suspicious? Am I the only one that think that that is suspicious? Epstein, Bill Cosby, Weinstein, JAYZ. I'm sorry, P. Diddy. But JAYZ's name is not on anything. It's not on anything. Okay? I find that crazy. I find that to be interesting. Correct. That's what I want to hear, Miss Me. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear, did anybody feel like they were all connected? So I started doing more digging, right? And I'm just going to show you guys the amount of times that old dude has been hanging with this one guy. He treats him like he's a god. Meow. Okay? He treats him like he's a god. Check this out. Check this out, guys. Look at the number of times you have seen. Now, mind you, these are the same, right? But let's just go through some of these pictures, right? So, of course, these are the same. But then there's another time, right? Then there's another time, right? Hold on. There are so many more times. Hold on. Hold on. Then there's this time. And he was younger then on this one. What about this? What about this? You guys don't think that's suspicious? Right? I understand they were doing it. It was showing them doing business, right? It was showing them doing business. But this is a man that's been known, okay? Known. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Different outfit, different year, okay? And I was just like, today, I was just like, they getting ready to get JAYZ, right? They're getting ready to arrest him. They're getting ready to put him down. I'm sorry, P. Diddy. They're getting ready to arrest him. They're getting ready to put him down. They're going to probably arrest his son as well because, again, they got audio on his son, right? But when you look at these pictures and you see JAYZ with these people, of course, he's so cunning. He's so cunning, guys. He is just, think about it for a second. He's been looking clean. Now let's just talk about the women that JAYZ has been connected to, and supposedly, again, that's why I made sure the allegedly was put first, okay? So when JAYZ was with Damon Dash and they were competing for Aaliyah wasn't feeling JAYZ at all. Okay. She wasn't. She really was interested in Damon Dash. That's who she was really interested in. But check this. Word on the curb is that JAYZ SA'd Aaliyah. And that was the reason why him and Damon Dash had split up. Did you guys hear what I said? Did you guys hear what I said? Put some meows in the chat. Put some meows in the chat. That was the reason for them breaking up their business. And that Aaliyah didn't want him saying anything to him. And that's why Dash had moved away. Meow. Put some meows in the chat. Put some meows in the chat. Okay? But that's what the allege was. That's what the allege was. Okay? That's the real reason why they broke up. All right? That's interesting. So not just that. Not just that. Okay? So remember, JAYZ is a good 10. Let's go back to Foxy Brown before I go to my next point. Foxy Brown was definitely underage. Who remember that? Who remember that? Come on, kittens and tomcats. Who remembers that she was like 15 years old? Now, y'all ain't heard one peep out of Foxy Brown. Not one peep out of Foxy Brown at all. Okay? You know why? I think she had gotten beat because she ended up going deaf. Okay? She ended up going deaf. Meow, meow, Patricia. Meow, okay? Welcome, kitty cat. Yes, I'm serious when I say that. I'm like, whoa, okay. So because she ended up going deaf, she ain't said a peep in years. A peep. And she would swear up and down that nothing has transpired. When she definitely slept with Jay-Z because that's his MO. Okay? So once again, underage, we talked about this last night. That was the norm. That's what people did. That was the norm, right? That was the norm. That is what people did. So here it is. Jay-Z moved on because he was trying to get with Aaliyah. At the time, Aaliyah was the upcoming rising. She was getting ready to get everything. If you guys remember the movie, that last movie that she was in, she couldn't even finish filming the movie. Do you guys remember the movie that she was in? You guys remember the movie she was in? It wasn't Romeo Must Die. Do you guys remember the movie she was in? Because she was truly up and coming at this moment in time. She was truly on a rise. She was that it girl. She had finally made it after dealing with the stuff with R. Kelly and her uncle and her parents. Okay. Yep, it was a vampire movie. It was Queen of the Dam. Okay. Queen of the Dam. Let me pull that up real quick. It was Queen of the Dam. Okay. So here it is. If you've noticed, Jay-Z is always trying to get with the girl that was the one that was up and coming. Does everybody know that? And they were always underage. Meow, Tomcat in the building. Hey, Tomcat, how are you? How are you? We love our Tomcats, okay? Kitty cats in the buildings too. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys some basis for this real quick. All right. I'm giving you some basis because I'm going to circle this back around to why I think he's an informant, and maybe he is also giving information in reference to Diddy. Okay, so let me share this real quick with you guys. So Aaliyah was up and coming. She couldn't even finish the movie. Her brother had to step in and they had to do some digital stuff on her to get this movie finished because she was killed in the islands when she was singing Rock the Boat. That was her last song that they had set up and did a video on. Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing this up, kitty cats and tomcats and kittens, because you know these young folks be on here too, say they kittens. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because at the time, it was Destiny's Child, right? It was Destiny's Child. And you can hear, this is when Beyonce started, if you remember, Dangerously in Love, she was pretty young, right? And this is when Aaliyah was coming out. This is when Rihanna was coming out also. And remember what I told you yesterday, that he was actually dating someone else and along with Blue Cantrell. And Blue Cantrell was actually really in love with Jay-Z. Okay? And she let it be known that she was in love with Jay-Z. That she was like, I'll do anything to be with him. That's what she said. I ain't say it. She said it. Okay? That's what she said. But remember, they had to replace the new upcoming star. Ooh, what you say? Hold on, hold on, hold on. What you say? The track Dangerous to Love was supposed to be for A. Marie. Beyonce stole that track and they had the same producer. And it has been known, it has been said that Beyonce was taking a lot of folk stuff, or they were giving it to her because she was becoming the new it girl, especially after Aaliyah had passed. She was the one that took the spot. Okay? By taking the spot, that meant a business arrangement had been put in place for J and B. Okay? Even Kanye said that you can't cover him forever. All right? Think about it for a moment. So we had Jay-Z with Rockefeller Records, Rock Nation, whichever one it was called, Rock Nation, with Damon Dash. All right. He couldn't get with Aaliyah because she was the upcoming rising star. Well, it was Foxy Brown. She was too young, so he backed up. Then he was trying to get with Aaliyah, and he was competing with Damon Dash. That's been documented. Okay, well, she didn't want it. She didn't want to be with him. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. And it's already been said that some stuff had been back. She could have had an opportunity to get on a different plane, but she did not. She did not get on that other plane. And that allegedly she had been given something that kind of knocked her out because she was actually afraid of planes. And then, of course, the plane crashed. Okay. Then who was next to step in line? They pushed A. Marie out to the side. They pushed that Tierra girl to the side. They pushed Blue Cantrell, who could sing, to the side. And lo and behold, Beyonce left Destiny Child, and she was becoming an upcoming star. So what were they doing? They were trying to make it. Okay, they sat up here and put it together, and they said, "We're going to sit up here and promote. We're going to promote Beyonce." And so what was happening? They were promoting Beyonce, the Dangerously in Love. They were Bonnie and Clyde. Everybody remember when they were Bonnie and Clyde? Everybody remember when they was Bonnie and Clyde? Everybody remember Bonnie and Clyde? Okay. So because remember, she was with Pimp C. And hold up. Y'all do know that there is a X tape with Beyonce, okay, and Pimp C, right? Y'all do know that, right? Okay. So that was buried. Okay. That was buried because Jay-Z was getting with her. So how am I circling this all to what's going on right now? Okay. So now you got Jay-Z and now you got Beyonce, and they went into a business agreement together to get married, allegedly. Okay. And now they want to be this power couple to get to $1 billion, right? So they were the first billion couple in the music industry to hit $1 billion. All right. So he's doing all these deals. At first, there was competing with Diddy, right? He was competing with Diddy to get to the billion. Who was going to get to the billion first? All right. I don't know if everybody remember that. Okay. Diddy was doing his thing, still making other band and putting people down and, whatever it was he was doing, which was insane. But the cunning Jay-Z was still thinking about how he was going to get fit in areas that, a drug dealer an ex-drug dealer would not get into. All right. In between that time, he's been having affairs. He's been doing this and that. Think about it for a moment. And then you have Solange that was sitting up here beating him up, right? That's why they got into it, because he was cheating. He was cheating. He was cheating. Okay. That's why she beat him up in the elevator. All right. But if you notice, Jay-Z stuff was never out. Everything on him, they never, outside of what was going on with him having an affair. Right. But then Becky with the good hair. Everybody remember Lemonade, Becky with the good hair. Why Diddy still over here acting a fool? Remember, Jay-Z is sitting up here making moves. But guess what? Jay-Z had hired an informant to be the president, the CEO, okay? Do you guys remember that? Of Rock Nation. Does anybody know what her name is? This is the reason why I'm saying, I think he may be an informant. Does anybody know what her name is that he hired and she was an informant? Did anybody know that? Did anybody know that? She was a known informant and he hired her. Come on now, y'all, give me some feedback. Y'all know I need feedback. Y'all know I can't do it without no feedback now. Okay? This is the audience participation. So, why did Roc Nation hire CEO Desiree Perez to receive a Trump pardon? Okay? This chick received a dang on pardon from President Trump. Remember, President Trump had pardoned 300 people at the time when he was president. And she happened to be one of those people. Let me share the screen on this one. She happened to be one of those people. I ain't making this up. This is fact, okay? This ain't no allegedly. She was pardoned. All right? Meow, everybody, when you come into the building. Meow, meow. Okay? When you come up in the building, it's about that meow, all right? So, did you see that? Receive a Trump pardon. Look at this. I ain't lying. Roc Nation. She was a known informant. In the days before outgoing President Trump finally revealed his long list of last-minute pardons. And the reason why they did that, because that she was important, meow, Droid TV, that she was important, okay? That she was an important informant. And that she needs to be pardoned for the crimes that she committed. So here it is. Why you think some of them folks was getting arrested that was doing drugs and this and that, selling drugs and stuff, at the record label? Because she was the informant. Okay? And Jay-Z knew she was the informant. So he hired an informant because he is an informant. You guys understand what I'm saying? Meow. Okay? Okay? Because he's an informant. That's the reason why. Okay. So if he's an informant, she's telling him, okay, you know what? We need to bring it on back. She is very pretty. She is very, very pretty. Yeah, she is pretty. Okay? But it's just crazy. It's crazy that she is an informant. So that means Jay-Z, Jay-Z is a hot mess. Okay? So she's an informant. Jay-Z hires her as an informant, and they're telling on folks inside of the record label. Are you serious right now? So now, if she hears something, think about it for a moment. If she hears something, she's able to tell Jay-Z. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. If she hears anything, she's able to tell Jay-Z. Hello? Yes, it is. It's a lot of twists and turns to this freak off stuff. And again, the reason why I'm saying this in reference to, is he an informant? Because he's been looking mighty clean, ain't said one word, hasn't said one word, okay? Not one word. Not one word. Think about it. Think about it for a second. So she gets pardoned. She's the CEO of Roc Nation. She's an informant, telling on all the rappers and such. And he's telling her, because he's also an informant, but they getting everything on P. Diddy. Yes, he did. Can I bring that up? That Damon Dash said that he was an informant. Damon Dash said he was an informant. Let me pull this up from Street Knowledge. Because if I bring something up, I'm going to look it up, all right? So based on Street Knowledge, Damon Dash says Jay-Z is in business with the DEA informant which is OG Ron's wife. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for you guys. Because I was like, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Okay. All right. Damon Dash said he was. So not only was Damon Dash upset because he had did meow something to his girl. Okay. Now he a dang on narc. Right? Now he a dang on narc. That's why he always say everybody know JAYZ ain't shit. That's why he be saying that. Okay? That's why he be saying that. He be saying that. He said everybody know he ain't SHYT. I'm trying to pull this up for you guys so I can show you. That's crazy, right? Hold on. Hold on one second. Let me pull this one other source up because I want you guys to see this real quick. I was like, wow, that's insane. Okay. Yeah, he was hot about that. Hold on. I'm about to pull this up. Hold on. I'm about to pull this up for you guys because I want you guys to see this. So that's the reason why I'm asking you. Do you think that he's saying stuff about Diddy? Is he saying stuff about Diddy? I would not be surprised. First of all, JAYZ, he just seems like an unscrupulous person anyway. Okay. He just seems like that. So that's why I'm like, okay. So it's more than, remember, it's more than just about these freak offs. It's way more than that. Meow. When you come up in the room, say meow. Hey, kitty cats and tomcats, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So it's crazy because we don't know what's really going on. Right? We don't know what's really going on. And that's why I'm just like, wow, you know, when they were saying it yesterday. Hold on one second. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. I want to show this to you guys.
JAYZ and has been one of his most trusted business partners since the 90s. She was born to Cuban immigrant parents in the Bronx and started her career running a cell phone and beeper company. She started doing promotions for a nightclub in Washington Heights and ended up managing several clubs by the late 90s. In 1996, she booked a young JAYZ to perform at one of her clubs and has been doing business with him ever since. She helped him open the 4040 Club in Manhattan a few years later and was brought on to be the COO of Roc Nation in 2008. She became the CEO of the company in 2019 and was named Billboard Music's Women in Music Executive of the Year that same year. Perez was arrested in 1994 for drug possession and again in 1998 for grand larceny and possession of a firearm during her club promoter days. Desiree has mainly stayed out of the public spotlight despite the high-profile associations, and the details of these charges are not entirely clear. But the White House acknowledged that she has made a considered effort to turn her life around, and therefore, the crimes have been wiped from her record.
Now check this out. When they caught her for the drug, you know, for having the drugs, right? Do you know that she asked them for a proffer agreement? She asked them for a proffer agreement. Does anybody know what a proffer agreement is? Does anybody know what a proffer agreement is? Kitty cat and tomcats. Do you know what a proffer agreement is? A proffer agreement is when, so let me give you the definition, okay, is a written contract between a federal prosecutor and a defendant or a person under criminal investigation where the defendant agrees to provide the prosecutor with useful information. The statements they made will not be used against them in the future criminal proceedings. That's a mic drop right there. Hello. So who else? Girl, I'm about to say, girl, that made my head itch. Who else got a proffer agreement? Hello? Come on. Come on. Who else got a proffer agreement? Yeah, snitch, Droid TV. Yes, Tomcat. Yes, Tomcat. Kitty cat. Okay. Yes, a snitch. Wait a minute. So let me read this one more time to you guys again. The statements they made will not be used against them in future criminal proceedings. Yes. Yes, Sean. Yes, Tomcat. Diddy. Okay? So, what if all of them got proffer agreements? That's why I said, let's bring it on back to what it's all about, right? What if Diddy and JAYZ got a proffer agreement? Meow. You come in the room, meow. Okay? Wouldn't that be something? Now, you know dang on well, a lot of us didn't know what no dang on proffer agreement is. Okay? Let me put it inside of the chat so y'all could, again, so you can have the proper definition of what a proffer agreement is. Okay? Once again, a proffer agreement is a written contract between a federal prosecutor and defendant or a person under criminal investigation where the defendant agrees to provide the prosecutor with useful information. The statements they made will not be used against them in future criminal proceedings. So what if Diddy and Sean, Puffy, P. Diddy, Brother Love, both became proffers? What if they both had proffer agreements and they doing whatever they want to do? Okay? But one of them done sat up here and pissed somebody. Then I remember Diddy and JAYZ got a lot of business stuff going on, right? They got a lot of business stuff going on. Okay? So they can help each other get to that $1 billion. But Kanye been saying, right? Kanye been saying for a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. What Blue Cantrell said. So I can tell y'all, show y'all what Blue was saying. So dang on well, she was not having that. Beyonce was like, I want him for myself. Hold on, let me show y'all this one.
In custody after being seen running in the streets, claiming to have been poisoned. Some speculate that her career took a downturn due to rumors surrounding JAYZ.
I have a big crush on him now. I'll tell you that much. I really like him though. And I don't care who he's dating. I always had a crush on him.
Did you make that play?
I wouldn't turn it down. Let's just put it that way.
Remember the singer Blue Cantrell? In 2014, Blue was placed in custody after being seen running in the streets, claiming to have been poisoned. Some speculate that her career took a downturn due to rumors surrounding JAYZ.
I have a big crush on him now. I'll tell you that much. I really like him though. And I don't care who he's dating. I always had a crush on him.
Did you make that play?
I wouldn't turn it down. Let's just put it that way.
What y'all think about that? Look, girl, wait a minute now. I think she was wearing a condom today as a dress. Okay? Kanye got her. We're going to need to have a conversation about that. Kanye got her out here wearing a condom as a dress. Okay? She wearing a damn condom as a dress. All right? I was like, Lord have mercy. They done lost their everlasting mind. Okay? Okay? Wearing a condom as a dress. All right? But yes, true that. Okay? She is getting back. He named his daughter. Yes. Oh, I didn't think about that. Big Logic. Oh, do y'all see that? Oh, that that didn't connect for me. Okay, that didn't connect for me. Oh, that's insane. He did. Blue Ivy. Okay, y'all just heard it from Blue herself. She wanted JAYZ, and she was a better singer. But the question was she marketable? Okay, and Beyonce was marketable. So here it is. She running down the street because she felt like she was poisoned. So why is it that all these people are coming up poisoned? Okay, all of these people are coming up poisoned. Some kind of poisoning. Think about that for a minute. Think about that. Think about that. All these people are coming up poisoned. Okay? I'm trying to bring up Bianca so y'all can see the condom dress that she done had on. I was like, what in tarnation? What the hell? What is... I mean, you can see her titties and I was just like, okay. All right. Hey, look, this is Kitty Cat. This is Kitty Cat. This is Pussycat Talk Podcast. So I'm going to say some stuff. Some of you may not like it. We grown. Okay? We grown. So y'all need to get over it. So I'm just letting you know. I'm here to give you the word on the curb, baby. Okay? But whoo, child. Yes. Let me see if I can find this real super duper quick. Okay? Meow. Okay? I'm like, you've got to be kidding me at this moment in time. Okay? This is insane. So is all of this tied together? Is the question. I'm asking you, Kitty Cat community, is all of this connected in some way? You got Blue Cantrell, you got A. Marie, you got Tierra, you got Cassie, you got Kim, you even got Jennifer Lopez, because she said he was doing some stuff too now. She said it too, that he was doing some stuff as well. Okay. So she was not exempt. She was carrying guns. Okay. And I'm wondering if they're going to bring it back. Blue Ivy and FVE claiming it was Latin for loose. What? Wait, I didn't hear that. I told y'all, look, when that song on to the next one, hold on. Let me bring that up. After I saw that video, and I was on Storm Show the other day, and that's the first time I seen that video in like, whenever it came out, right? But I had refused to watch it. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get demonetized, I don't want to get in trouble. But I stopped playing it because it was too creepy to me. It was something about it that was creepy to me. And I was just like, I'm just not feeling this movie. It's not the movie, but look at all this right here. Okay. you know, and then all the images and everything. His mouth is covered, so it's trying to stop him from speaking. Um, and I loved it because I love the beat of the song, right? But you got to be careful. All right, when you think, look at the eyes being covered. You know, look at this right here. Look at this right here. Okay, what does that symbol mean? Then you got the skull. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. That looks spooky as hell. That don't look spooky to nobody. Yes. Yes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The question is, who owns R. Kelly's who owns his catalog? That's the question. This creeped me out right here. With all that stuff on his mouth so he can't talk. Okay? Now you talking about that's dang on Lucifer? And then the girl got all them dots on her face. That looked like Hellraiser. Okay? Look at that. That looked like Hellraiser to me. All right? What's all these symbols mean? What do they mean? Okay? It's crazy. No, he going crazy. He driving me crazy just looking at the shit. I don't even want to look at the number damn month. Listen to all of R. Kelly's catalog worth. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Remember before all of the stuff went down with Michael Jackson, they were trying to get Michael Jackson's catalog. Let me tell you something. Meow, Sheba of Desert Diva. Welcome to Kitty Cat Night. Listen to this real quick though. If you guys remember when Michael Jackson, remember when he was going through all of that stuff, okay? They were trying to get his catalog. Then when he sat up there and pissed off, when Eminem pissed him off, he went and bought Eminem's catalog. Okay? Okay? Blue Ivy and LV claiming it was Latin for Lucifer. So let's look it up. You know, I believe in looking things up. You got Blue Cantrell talking about she in love. She won't JAYZ. Hold on, I'm looking this up. Cause you got me effed up right now. I don't even want to look up Lucifer. Okay. All right. But Lucifer, the name is Latin. Okay. It is made of two parts, lux and light, and fear to bring. So let me make sure that I'm understanding what you're saying in reference to that. Blue Ivy and LV claiming it means, Blue Ivy is claiming that it means Lucifer. He's a rapper. What do you mean, Trigger so handsome? Is that another Tomcat coming in that building? That's another Tomcat coming in the building. Hey, Tomcat. Okay. He's a rapper known for double, triple injuries. Can you explain what that means? I gotta look that up. What the hell is that? Shit. What the heck is that? ENT. I hadn't even heard that one myself. What the heck that mean? A word or expression capable of two interpretations, with one usually risque, flirty talk, full of double entendres. Okay, it's entendres. Okay. It said flirty and risque. Okay. Who looks terrified? Meow. Patricia, who looked terrified? Yeah. Yeah. Entendres. I figured it out. I was like, wait a minute now. What am I missing here? Okay. What am I missing here? All right. So, but that talking about it's the devil is kind of crazy to me. Okay. So let's bring it all back as to why I'm saying JAYZ is an informant. Okay. Just like he's got a proffer, just like now you know that's crazy. his CEO, was pardoned because she was being a snitch. And that meant he was getting inside information from her. Are y'all understanding? I got to sip on that one, y'all. So if you are just joining in, this is Dr. Tamara with Pussycat Talk Podcast. Thank you for joining us tonight. And we're talking about how Jay-Z could be a possible informant, or is he next after Diddy? And I gave the whole history as to how Diddy has been trying to climb, how Jay-Z has been trying to climb the ladder, okay? But is he also an informant? He's been known to be around some unscrupulous people, such as individuals who have also been either, assaulting other people in the industry, which is Weinstein. You see him all with him. I showed you guys that all the many different occasions he's been with him. Then he's with P. Diddy all the time, which is actually considered one of his best friends. Okay. He hires a woman who was dealing with drug trafficking, and she got a proffer. She asked for the proffer agreement so she wouldn't have to do time. She said, I'll snitch. I'll tell anything. Okay. I'll tell anything. I gave you guys the definition of what it meant. A proffer. She asked for a proffer agreement so she could just say, hey, the statements that are made will not be used against me in any future criminal activity. All right. And so she's the CEO, and she getting all these accolades and this, that, and the other. And lo and behold, the mic drops on Diddy, and Jay-Z is nowhere to be found. Not a peep, not a word, except for I'm canceling my event. Right? He was supposed to do an event, and he canceled it. Now, why did he cancel it? Why did he cancel it, guys? Because he don't want to be asked any questions. Jay-Z Made in America Festival canceled for second consecutive year, will be MIA for another year. The annual music festival founded by Jay-Z has been canceled in 2024, marking the second consecutive year that will not be held. No reason for cancellation provided. No reason. Because he doesn't want to be questioned. This is the reason. He doesn't want to be questioned about anything with P. Diddy and anything that went on, in case they start questioning him and asking him, did you know? Are you complicit? Let's be honest. Is he complicit? What is complicit? Showing smug or uncritical satisfaction with oneself or one's achievement. That's not it. That's complacent. I meant complicit. I'm like, what is it? That was incorrect. Okay. Involved in or knowing about a crime or some activity that is wrong. That is what complicit means. Okay. That's what it means. That means that person knew what he was doing. He was there in the rooms. He saw that stuff going on. He saw it. He saw it. He was complicit and did nothing to help anybody. Not one thing. All he did was, how Jay-Z drank. This is what Jay-Z did. And gone about his business. As a matter of fact, they say they got a X tape with him and Beyonce up in there. Okay. All right. Think about that for a second. That's what they said. Puff slang for meow. Everybody give Darius a meow. Give this tomcat a meow. Meow. Give Darius a meow, because that's a good one. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. Okay. Give Darius a Give him a meow. Give Darius a meow because that was a good one. It's the truth. You're right. It is the truth. It's the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Okay? Tell the truth, shame the devil. Puff equals slang for homosexual man. Meow. Hey, Holly. Hey, Holly. Welcome to the Kitty Cat Club. Okay? Welcome, welcome. You're right. I think it does. So let's put this poll up because I want to know, just based on what I've shown you tonight, do you think, wait a minute, let me retype this real quick. Is JAYZ an informant? I want you guys to answer that question for me. Is JAYZ an informant? What you guys think about that? Because he's at he's worth 2.5 billion. Diddy was at $1 billion. They were sitting up here trying to race. Okay? They were trying to race. So right now we got 75% saying no, but 25% saying yes. Come on, we got more than 4 people in here. Give me some more votes on this real quick, guys. Give me half votes. And please hit the like. Please hit the like. Help me out a little bit. Help me out a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Give me a couple of more votes. We got 80% saying no. I would like to know why you don't think he's an informant. Because I've given you some information. Okay. I've given you some information. Ain't no way JAYZ is squeaky clean. Okay. He is not squeaky clean. All right. He is not squeaky clean, but he is looking as if he is squeaky clean, but he is not squeaky clean. Okay. He's not. You got Kanye looking crazy half the time. You got P. Diddy. Okay. He is clean, Holly. Wait a minute. Explain yourself, please. What you mean he is? He is clean or he is not clean? Give me some more votes, guys. Give me some more votes on this poll. Give me some more votes on this poll. He is an informant. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for the clarity. I was just making sure that I understood. Because when you look at the, this is circumstantial evidence, right? So we're piecing things together. But it had me thinking. Now, that comment about Blue, what you mean Kanye just ain't looking? Jill, what you mean? What you mean? Look, Kanye may be a lot of things, but Kanye appeared to have making sure that he was not involved with that kind of stuff. Okay? Yeah, plea deals are things, Tomcat Darius. You think who's crazy? Kanye? Kanye is bipolar. He's bipolar. Is that who you're talking about, Jill? That's the reason why I think that is also too, honestly, when I think about it, because in a sense, the sacrifice of his mom, he talks about that all the time. As a matter of fact, let me pull that up. Because of the sacrifice of his mom, she died on the table. She was having plastic surgery. Okay. And they say that, to try to get to the top, you got to sacrifice, right? You have to sacrifice something. Well, that messed him up because his mom was everything to him. Everything to him. Okay. Absolutely everything. And so take her away, he has nothing. Remember, he was going through a lot. And then on top of that, he's bipolar. So yeah, he has a chemical imbalance. But he's actually a brilliant man, in all honesty. Okay. And sometimes, what is it? I forgot what the Einstein. People like that, they have something that goes on with them. But what he did do is he did not get, actually, I think his meds for bipolar mess with his creativity and his music. Meow, Brenda. Meow. Yeah. Yeah. Multiple. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Kiki. Hey, kitty cat Kiki. Yeah. Yeah. Meow, Brenda. Jill. Kanye's been around for a very long time. I'm fine, kitty cat Brenda. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. We're talking about Jay-Z being an informant. We circled around a little bit on Kanye. Kanye is his music is amazing. Depends. It's just a matter of if it's your preference or not. That's what it really comes down to. His music is pretty deep, and he's very talented in referencing how he picks his music. But again, everybody has an opinion, and everybody, likes certain things. So, you think you think the Meds messed up his creativity? Uh, how's everybody else feel about that? You think the Meds messed up Kanye's creativity? Anybody else think that? Let me pull up Miss Jill's comment. Let me pull up Kitty Cat Jill's comment. Anybody else feel that way? Meow. Just seeing you. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Chill. Thank you, Chill. Now let me go ahead and do this real quick. Hey, everybody, this is Dr. Tamara with Pussycat Talk Podcast, and I'm here to give it to you a little bit different from an analytical side, okay, about everything that's going down in the news and entertainment. And I love audience participation because I feel like everyone has an important input. We had some amazing people on last night, and internal affairs informant and a police officer giving perspective on what went down with Homeland Security and the raids on Diddy. Tonight, we're talking about Jay-Z being an informant and how he's been getting away with things scot-free himself and has never been really into anything. His name hasn't really been in anything that's negative outside of, does he have another son? The thing about that is, if that young man is his son, that means he was messing around with somebody underage. And that's the reason why he refused to do the DNA test. Okay. Let's see here. I hate meds personally. I do too, Darius. I was a legal drug runner. I said legal. I was in pharmaceutical for 8.5 years. Okay. And you wouldn't believe some of the things that are in medicine are the same things that are in cardboard boxes. All right. So meds are it's a Band-Aid. It's not to really do what it's supposed to do. Okay. All right. So let me get to some of these comments right here. Kanye lost his faith in music when his mom was sacrificed. I agree with you, Chill. I think that there's some validity to what you said on that for sure. I think there is some validity to that. Don't know about Kanye, but I do think he is getting better. I do as well, especially since he got away from them Kardashians, in my opinion. I'm serious when I say that. They something else. All right, let's hit the like button. Oh, thank you, Kitty Cat Patricia. Yes, please hit the like button. Y'all can throw a little bit of a donation too. Y'all can throw a little bit of a donation. I can use a couple of pennies here and there. So I tell you what, I'm gonna put this up real quick. Patricia over here showing me some love, girl. I appreciate you, Kitty Cat. I appreciate you, darling. But yeah, seriously, we really need to figure out, how did a CEO, Jay-Z hired a CEO of his company who was a known informant and was telling on everybody. Okay, that chick was telling on everybody. So let me say this real quick. If you guys hit the link down in the description, this is what's on the kitty. These are what's on the t-shirts for the men, for Tomcats, and then for the women, the kitty cat. So, and then of course we got the shirts to say meow. So I just had to say that real quick because my designer had put that up and I just thought it was too cute. But yes, this is for our Tomcats, and this is for our kitty cats as well. So, but yes, you guys can make a donation if you choose to. But let's get to some of these comments. All right. And thank you, Kitty Cat, Patricia, for telling everybody to hit the like. I appreciate that. Jay lets you talk. What you mean, Jay lets you talk? Darius, what you mean you agree? Worshipping the celebrities was the downfall. Malcolm X did say that. You know, I'm just saying Malcolm X did say that. Okay, I'm just saying he did say that we were going to have celebrities speaking for us, and that that was going to be downfall. You know, it's so interesting. There's a video out. I actually uploaded it, and I thought it was pretty interesting. And I want to know, do you guys think if it's some truth? Yeah, Jay keeps his mouth shut for sure. And that's the reason why that event has been canceled. Okay, that's the reason why the event isn't. He doesn't want anybody to ask him a thing. All right. He doesn't want to be around anybody. He don't want nothing or anything to slip. Okay. He wants nothing or anything to slip. So I want to show you guys something, and I want you to tell me if you think this is true. Okay. Is this all distractions? All right. And if you think this is true, hold on 1 second. Let me pull this up for you.
Netflix doesn't want you to get in shape. Hulu doesn't want you to write a book. Dating apps don't want you to get married. If you get married, you break the dating apps algorithm. Their goal is you have 100 meaningless hookups. That's their goal, because you stay a subscriber. They're not trying to help you have a long-term marriage. That's not their business model. So you first and foremost have to go, if the average American is watching 34 hours of TV a week right now, according to Nielsen, that time is taken from something else that matters. So it's so, like, the first thing you should do is go, I know why it's hard to focus. I know why I feel afraid. There's a whole industry that doesn't want me to change, that doesn't want me to grow, that doesn't want me to stay connected to my family and my dreams. And so you're up against a huge, huge machine. And I think we sometimes forget that.
Do you guys think that's true? And I'm going to have to go back in and make sure I take that out. Oh, now this right here. Oh, this right here. I think this is some absolute facts. I don't believe Jay cared for Diddy. He just stayed on his good side. Does anybody agree with that? Does anybody agree with that? Hit a meow if you agree with that, okay? Hit a meow, put the meow in the chat if you agree with that. Reminds me of 2001, the Space Odyssey opening scene. Interesting, Mr. Tomcat Darius. Let's get to this poll real quick. Let's get to this poll. Is JAYZ an informant? 53% of you are saying yes, and 47% of you are saying no. I totally agree, Lucky Strike. That's got to be a guy. That got to be another Tomcat on here. Jay has more powerful people behind him. Yeah, especially if you're involved with the dang on Super Bowl. I mean, you know, the NFL stuff. Meow, like on some real talk. I agree with you on that. Cowboy Carter was rushed on purpose so Jay could remove himself behind the scenes. Ooh. That's interesting. And they've been separating assets, allegedly. Oh, that's very, very interesting. That's something to think about. That's something to think about, squad. Okay, somebody put the Obamas in here. Lucky Strike, what the Obamas got to do with this? The Obamas ain't got nothing to do with this. We're talking about JAYZ being an informant. And him sitting up here filling out a proffer agreement. Okay. I don't believe Jay cared. Yeah, we got that one. Okay. Jay keeps his mouth shut. All right. So let me get to Sunstar. Hi, Sunstar. All of hip hop producers and artists' security hired ex-cops from all of the big names in the industry. Absolutely. Absolutely. I 1000% agree with you on that. They did it, they definitely did. Is it because is it because the cops needed extra work or what? Why do you think? Why do you think they didn't go with a security service or bouncers or anything like that? Well, why do you think that? Hey, kitty cat. Okay, why do you think that? All right, you know what? I'm gonna put the call line up since nobody's coming up on the screen real quick. Hold on one second. I want to put up for you guys so you can come on and some of you may want to ask a question. I was trying to find Kanye West's wife condom dress for you guys because that's what she had on today. I was like, OMG, you got to be kidding me. Okay. You've got to be kidding me. I was just like, wow. Okay. That's like insane to me. Okay. That's really insane to me. All right. So one second. Let me see if I can find this. All right. Okay. Let me go ahead and put the call line up for you guys so you guys can call in. Because I'm just like, wow. I want to hear on your side. Ex-cops know the streets and have more pull in the courts. Interesting. Sunstar Tequila says because they got inside track to navigate and to potentially get them out of stuff. Right? Do you guys think that's a possibility as to the reason why? What's happening? Do you think, what I think I'm going to do an episode on is Beyonce a witch because they saying JAYZ a witch. They saying JAYZ a witch. Okay, that's what they said. I'm just telling you what they said. All right. I mean, isn't it odd how all the rich people from Hollywood, business or politics, seem to be into the same thing? Tomcat Darius, I totally agree with what you're saying. Okay? I totally agree with what you're saying. All right? It's like, what's really going on here? Okay? Why is this happening? Right? Those are cop. And I wish our cop friends that were on last night were on tonight. Okay? I wish our cop friends were on tonight. Because the one that was on tonight said that that she was a part of internal affairs, so it was a matter of what was law. You guys remember that if you were on with me last night? Okay. If you guys were on with me last night, that's what she was saying. If she was all she cared about was what was a part of the law. That's what she said. That's what she said. Was what was law, right? I'm going to go ahead and put up the call line. Death Row was ran by informants for years in the early 2000s when Suge went to jail. Wow. That's not something that I knew. I did not know that. Okay? I honestly did not know that. Are you serious right now? I'm going to go ahead and put the call line up so you guys can call in. Since you guys are chicken to get on. Since you guys are chicken to get on, okay? All right. We're going to do the call line. Hold on one second. All right. So for those who want to call in, you're able to call in. Okay. Reggie Wright was one of them. Really? I wasn't sure if he was. I had heard that before. I heard that before. Hey, Miss Brenda. Hey, Miss Kitty Cat Brenda. Okay. She was one of the cleanup cops. She was asked to join the Bad Boys Club. Ooh. Interesting. So then that would mean based on our poll, let me get to the poll. All right. It's like 69%, I'm sorry, 61% of you are saying, yes, Jay-Z is an informant. And 39% of you are saying, no, he is not an informant. And I honestly believe that he is, or because why would you hire your CEO as an informant? And so somebody said Obama, but it wasn't Obama that pardoned her. It was Trump that pardoned her. Okay? It wasn't Obama. Obama pardoned 300 people, and she was one of those persons that was pardoned because she was an informant. She was an informant. Okay? She was an informant. I'm waiting for one of you guys to call in. Okay? I'm waiting for one of you guys to call in. She was one that, yeah, okay, we got that one. Okay, so Celestia, okay, this is the one I meant to get. Predicted Beyonce will take the fall for Jay soon for a scandal he can't escape. Liz Crocken is said to be sitting down with Solange. Now, you know, so they claim Solange is trying to get her out of it, right? Out of that whole situation. She can't stand Jay-Z. She can't stand him. She cannot stand Jay-Z at all. Okay? That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, let us know that you're new to the channel. We welcome all new kitty cats and tomcats to the fold. Informants are under the Counter Pro program. Ooh, what's the Counter Pro program? That's a new one. I hadn't heard that one. Okay, that's a new one. Let's look that up. Y'all know me. I'm gonna look it up. I'm like, If I don't understand, I want to know. Okay, what is that? The FBI, short for Counterintelligence Program, which was formulated in 1956 to disrupt the activity of the Communist Party of the United States. In the 1960s, it was expanded to include the number of domestic groups such as Ku Klux Klan, the Social Workers Party, and the Black Panther Party. Thank you for that. That was a little bit of a history lesson. Okay, because I was getting ready to say when I was reading that gives me a definition of some things that they were doing in the Black community. I think when the end of the year, Jay-Z will go down in 2025, and Beyonce will play innocent and divorce him then, because once again, she is also complicit. Okay, please don't let that fool you. She is complicit. Mr. Tomcat Darius says, I'm sure a lot of people will be taking plea deals. Seems like this goes deep. Yes, this is going deep. Everybody thought that they was free and clear to get freaky with it. Okay, as Will Smith says, and getting freaky with it. Okay. Oh, is that what he says? Well, he says get jiggy with it. Okay, I just changed his song to get freaky with it but he says get jiggy with it. But at the end of the day, meow. Okay. Yeah, she's done dirt. She's taken people's careers down. Okay. And the word on the curb is allegedly that she may have something to do with his last entanglement, Jay-Z's entanglement, and that person has come up missing. Okay? Like, seriously. Are you serious right now? All right? On some real talk. I'm new. I saw you on Storm Monroe. You are a very interesting point of view, so I followed you immediately. Thank you so much, Kitty Cat Kiki. We appreciate you. With the triple K, Kiki Kennedy, we appreciate you. All right. It says, if you watch the interrogation of Donald Trump's shooter, you'll find out how deep the rabbit hole goes with Diddy with the politics. Absolutely. Now that I think about it. So that would mean also in reference to Kanye on the side of Trump as well. So somehow they're always getting involved with the political portion of it. I think Blue Ivy was birthed by Blue Cantrell, and her biological parents are Jay-Z and Beyonce. The twins were had by did not be I no Beyonce was pregnant with them twins. Okay, now that one I can't go with you on. Maybe the first one. Okay, but them two, the Beyonce was carrying them. But it was said that they had rented out the whole wing of the hospital. Welcome, Holly. Welcome, Kitty Cat Holly. We appreciate you. Meow. Meow. So nobody's gonna call in on the phone line? No one's gonna call in on the phone line? Okay, so let me go back to the poll real quick. Is Jay-Z an informant? The numbers are changing. Is Jay-Z an informant? 60% are now saying yes, and 40% are now saying no. That's getting interesting. So it's kind of coming back. It's kind of coming back in a little bit. Okay, 25 of you have put your answer to it. I don't know. I don't know. And when you come in and introduce yourself, say meow, and the men go, yeah. Okay, that's how we do things. Okay, all right. Darius says, I mean, they have freaky parties. Who knows who are the parents? Yeah, but so you say, wait a minute. Who knows who any parents are? Darius, Tomcat Darius. No, I honestly believe that the twins are definitely were. Beyonce looked very, very pregnant. She was very full in the face. She was, she had gained weight. No, that first one was probably carried by somebody else, and because she was hiding it, that could have been one of those fake bellies that she had in when she was, when she's supposedly pregnant with Blue. They do surrogacy all the time. Okay, they do surrogacy all the time. All right, so I definitely believe on the first one. Okay, all right. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's recap on the informant. And I guess now that we can go ahead and close out on the poll, because I think that we're in clear consensus that Diddy could be an informant. It's crazy. Do you guys think, and we talked about this last night, I think in the next 2 weeks, they're going to possibly indict P. Diddy. Ooh, really, Star? Ooh, Sunstar. I didn't know about that. Well, I had heard she had some miscarriages. I did hear, but I didn't know it was 7. Okay. I didn't know it was 7. Maybe it's some of that witchcraft she's doing. Pussycat, that's why I'm a loner, because people under the COINTELPRO will destroy your livelihood. As technology progresses, you will be able to give suspect informants a lie detector test. Wow, 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 wow. Tomcat, Funky Bougie, that's interesting. Okay, that's definitely interesting to say the least. Jay-Z has more respect than Diddy, so I don't know. I do agree with you that Jay-Z is more respected before the situation went down, okay, with P. Diddy. I honestly do believe that Jay-Z had more respect than P. Diddy, because they tried to punk P. Diddy with that liquor company. They tried to punk P. Diddy with that liquor company. And they were like, no, we ain't getting you nothing. But yet they set up, now mind you, that company has been around since the 1800s. And, they're like, heck no, we're not, letting anybody that's not a part of our family be a part of it, let alone you. They was not going to do that. That's crazy. So wait a minute. So we got a call in from a 607. So let's hear the intake on this. All right. So hold on, guys. Hello. Welcome to Pussycat Talk podcast. Who's this? I don't know what happened to him. Okay. Not sure what happened. So if you just called in, call right back in, okay? If you just dialed in, dial right back in, okay? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's get here. Ooh, it is pretty interesting how just this whole thing, right? Just this whole thing. All right, my theory is he would be charged by May 21st on his birthday. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, so we got a call in, 607, call back in. Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Who's this?
This is Chill Murray. I was in the chat. I had too much to say in the comments.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Tomcat. So before we get started, you got to say meow in the man style, okay?
Oh, definitely meow. You get a meow in chat. You get some meow in chat, especially.
All right, so what's your take?
To you, well, mainly big shout out to you. I saw you on the Storm and Road show. Just real quick, just wanted to say I do love the information shared on there. That's what inspired me to even come on your live today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Some people don't. No doubt. Some people know me. Some people don't. Chill Murray Live in the Spot podcast. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, so if you look at that Donald Trump shooter interrogation, he also was able to say that he was a paid sex worker. That was another thing I was going to throw in the comments. He was a paid sex worker for them as well around the time that he was dating Cassie. He also had mentioned there was an involvement with Donald Trump.
Who is this?
So there is a political connection.
Who? Oh.
So during his interrogation, he had mentioned, like I said, he was a paid sex worker for them while Diddy was dating Cassie, and he had overheard a lot of things.
You're talking about the one that's in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So one of the main things he had heard was, if you go back to that, was the sex trafficking, and how Donald Trump is also tied to it as well.
I agree. Donald Trump has been known for years. You know, he loves young girls. I mean, truth be told, he's never made any statement that he did not. He likes beautiful women and he likes them young. So, so that's nothing new for sure. And he was around Epstein as well. He was actually a friend of Epstein's.
Yes, so the whole Epstein Island thing is tied into this whole Diddy thing, and that's why the raid also went the way it went. If you know, Uncle Luke said it best. There's no way in hell, excuse my language, there's no way that they're going to come in there, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody's awake, everybody's out on the street, and cause all this ruckus, when usually they would come in 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when you're still asleep. And you don't even know that they're coming. So that was already pinpointing that he definitely had got tipped off there, that they were even coming to begin with.
Yeah, and my understanding that they told his attorneys.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. The home raids were March 25th, when Big album anniversary. Now that was interesting in itself, that it was on Big's anniversary. That may have been a coincidence, to be quite honest. It was definitely
universal karma.
Yeah, that was a karma situation. I agree with you 100%. That is total karma. And I honestly do think that that it was so coordinated. That's what's interesting. It was coordinated. So how can you be that coordinated? Huh?
Look at the airport. Look at the airport report. when he came in that morning. He was in LA 9 o'clock that morning, and then left again.
And left his kids. How do y'all feel about that? How do you guys feel about him leaving his sons like that? That blew my mind. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
That's plain evil.
I was like, I said, if that ain't a punk move, I don't know what is. Okay? That was a punk move to me. I was like, how are you going to leave? So how do you feel about King Combs, his son Christian, also being involved with what's going on? Meaning he got his sons, which we know Justin ain't really his son, but he call him his son, right? He don't even look like him. That is Wolf's child. I don't care what nobody say. That's Wolf's child. Okay.
Anthony Wolf, that's why he had BMF killers. That's a whole
and that's the thing.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole nother thing. We need to definitely talk about that BMF stuff, because I'm here in Atlanta and I remember a whole bunch of stuff that went down during that time. Because we used to do the photography for the nightclubs. Huh?
We've already seen the Diddy lookalike in a recording studio with a young Meech. So I definitely think during this BMF whole thing that he's doing, he's going to show something with Anthony Wolf.
That's going to be quite interesting. And Meech gets out in 2025. The question is Meech an informant on him?
I think Meech is going to definitely is definitely going to have some information on Diddy if this goes to trial.
It does, to get himself out. Meow, Nina. Meow. Okay. Yeah. Is Meech going to say something to get him? Because is that the reason why they went ahead and let him come out early? What was the reason? Okay.
That's a great question right there. I mean, like I said, Meech was tied in with Diddy back in the day. Big Gene even said that.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
They all ran together.
Here in the Atlanta scene, that was definitely going down. Again, we used to do the photography for about 5 clubs, and we would see a whole bunch of stuff going down. And yeah, that was definitely a part of it. Now, yeah, we know that's Wolf's son. That is Wolf's son, Sheba, the Zaza Adiva. That is Wolf's son, without a doubt. What's interesting, Meow. No, you go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What's interesting is somebody said Diddy and his
question was about Christian.
Yes. What do you think about that?
Oh, well, to answer your question with Christian, I mean, like this, I hate to say it, but that whole that lawsuit was a little bit iffy the way you're saying the apple don't fall far from the tree. But I mean, there is some truth to that.
Well, she got a recording, but the bruises don't look real to me, though. I'm not gonna lie about that. The bruises don't look real to me. The bruises look like self-inflicted. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Her bruises look like self-inflicted bruises, to be quite honest, in my personal opinion.
They could be. They very well could be, just to spruce everything up as well. That's very true. But you have to also understand that same studio yacht that they're talking about was also in Little Rock case. The pictures of that same yacht.
Oh, but maybe she got those pictures from him. Unless she had other different types of pictures that I got to go back and look at the documents. Unless they were, now if they're the same pictures, she could have just went and pulled the document down like we did and copy pasted it and had it put into her complaint. But if she has different pictures that's on inside of the yacht that she can show, then that speaks different. That's a whole different type of ball game. Someone said the bruises would be date and timestamp on them and submit for case evidence. It depends on when they were taken. You can look now in the phone and tell what pictures are taken on the date and time. So if it was taken on the day and time of there, okay. She got it on recording from my understanding. So that's another thing. Okay, that works in her favor. But the one bruise that I did saw, it kind of looked a little bit like she could have. That looked like the same thing from Jonathan Majors, because that girl faked her stuff. So, so when somebody tell the truth about something that happens to them, then it's like a suspect because she outright lied. We saw Jonathan Majors running dang on 2 miles away from her, but she sat up there and accused him of bruising her. And we all saw that that wasn't the case. If you ever, it says, Pussycat, ever since Keith D. Davis arrest, they've been talking about Diddy non-stop. That is correct, Funk Bougie. That is absolutely correct. So, chill. Let me ask you this. Meow, Tanisha. Meow. Let me ask you this question here, okay? And do you think that JAYZ himself is an actual informant?
I do believe that there is some partial fact to that. Only thing is he is a 33-degree level Mason. So that's the biggest part you have to think about. So like I said, the rabbit hole goes deep here. So when we're talking about just Freemasonry in itself, if you even look at Freemasonry,
I know what it is.
Bones, Skull and Bones ties into the presidents. All the presidents have to pass through Skull and Bones, Yale, so on and forth. Being that 33rd degree level Mason gives JAYZ a lot of different connections that Diddy does not have. That's why everyone says that he has to play things a lot more smarter. He has to play things a lot more calculated because he has those, like I said, he has those connections, those other connections that Diddy does not have, that he has to keep quiet and silent. So one thing that got pointed out was the brunch before last where Clarence Avon showed up.
Right.
Notice how shortly after that Clarence Avon died.
Yep.
You see where I'm going with this?
Explain it to everybody else.
Diddy and JAYZ have basically been running around as if they had nothing to do with that. I think Jay had something more to do with the Clarence Avon thing because of Clarence Avon's power with Rock Nation.
Right.
He didn't want to step down from his piece with Rock Nation. I think that's why Jay had him off. But Clarence Avon, of course, like I said, is the godfather of the industry. Everyone knows.
Correct. That's correct.
So if we're talking about how the mob works, follow me. You kill how you will be working how the mob works.
Yep.
Kill off that main boss, you become that main boss.
And I think that's what the ultimate thing with JAYZ. He wants that ultimate power. Okay, this is my opinion on JAYZ. He wants ultimate power. He wants to be number one, and this is the reason why. And I don't know if you were here when I was speaking about it earlier, when we were going way back, starting with when he was messing around with Foxy Brown. He wanted to have that one woman with him that was going to ride to the top. So he threw her away. Then he went with he assaulted allegedly Aaliyah. He wanted Aaliyah, but Aaliyah wanted Dame. And that's what broke them up. Okay? He wanted Dame. I'm saying he wanted Aaliyah. Huh?
Not to cut you off. How that timeline went was Foxy, Carmen, Nas's baby mother was in between that.
Right.
She had talked about that as well. I was glad. She was dating Jay. Had a baby by Jay, aborted it. Then it was Emil.
I don't remember Emil.
Emil was, if you notice, she had her first video was with who? Beyonce.
Oh, yes. We got to bring that up.
Her first video was with Beyonce. Emil was put in place to hide what was happening with Aaliyah being removed.
Right. Oh, she had a beautiful voice. She had a beautiful voice.
Emil on his arm. He kept claiming Emil at the time.
Yes. Oh my God. Guys, I'm getting ready to pull up a meal. Yes, I remember her. I remember her. I can't play her song because I sure wasn't supposed to play this song, that video from the other one. I'm about to show everybody who she was with. Groove Theory.
Her claim to fame was "Can I Get Her?" The hook of "Can I Get Her?"
That is crazy. I'm about to pull it up, guys. You'll have to pull the song up, but she used to be with Groove Theory also. And she was a pretty girl. Pretty girl. She had a great voice. You're right. They were together. Let me pull up another one. Let me pull up another one before I bring it all up. Right. They were together. They were. Oh my God. Right. And there was some issues with that because she was upset. I think she was just recently upset. There was something they were saying about that. Hold on, guys. I'm about to bring this up. Yeah, there's a lot of bad blood. Huh? Say it again.
He was upset back then.
Yes.
He was upset back then.
Yes. I'm about to share it with you guys so you guys can see who she is. She was beautiful. She was absolutely beautiful. Hold on a second. Let me share this one with you guys. Okay. So you guys can see that one. Okay. Yeah, it was this one right here. And yes, they were together. Oh my God. Yes, it's a male. It's this one, not the other one from Groove Theory. I thought Groove Theory was, you're correct. It was this one. That's crazy. Okay. Pussycat, I'm a Moore, and we have ways to flush out informants. Masons are a club of informants who operate secretly. Masons go to the lodge once a month wearing a Moorish fez, which is that hat. Okay. But Masons are not Moors. So let me say this. I'm from Chicago, so I remember the Lions Club. That's almost very similar to what you're talking about. And yes, they were private clubs. So it's just crazy. Ooh. So that mean he is? So he is an informant. He is an informant. And he is getting this. It's scary how deep this is because it's like nobody's going to have accountability. There's going to be no accountability for anyone because they're either going to buy their way out or they got something on somebody to get themselves out of it. And the victims are the one who are suffering. That's the sad part. The victims are the ones that are going to suffer because do you think they're going to get away with it? Do you think Diddy's going to jail?
I don't think he's going to jail anytime soon.
That's what I said.
The reason why he's going to jail anytime soon. Well, another thing you have to think about too, right? So Lucian Grames, the CEO of Universal Music Group, that's the big factor right there. Universal Music Group. That's one of the main heads of all of the record labels.
Correct.
That's right next to Sony, if you think about it. So Lucian Grames didn't know that he was being recorded. He said as well. That's a key factor. That Lucian Grames didn't know that he was being recorded in Diddy's home. So with Lucian Grames also now being a co-defendant, you got to think about the names that are being here on the co-defendants. And Ethiopia said, you know what? I have nothing to do with that. I had a feeling she was going to talk because she left her Instagram up. Christina took hers down.
I agree with you on that.
Everything of her socials.
Ethiopia was like, nothing to hide. She was like, I just went to a party, to his 50th, And that's why I was at the house, but I ain't never been with him on no other time. She was very, very, very like, nah, you ain't finna put me in this. But you're right, Lucian. They would say they would.
He's cooperating.
Right. She was like, no, I'm not doing this. She's like, I'm not doing this. Yes, he is being put out for the pasture because they're trying to get to somebody else. I told you guys he's being slapped on the hand, saying we can get to you at any time. We're gonna show you better than we could tell you, and you better give it up. That's what I feel like. He's like, you better give up who we really trying to get. Either you gonna take the fall, huh?
There's a shakedown.
Oh yeah, most definitely, 1000%. They're shaking him down. I think he got a win today. As a matter of fact, and I wanted to keep the video separate, but P. Diddy did get a win today because Tyrone, the attorney for Lil Rod, is in violation. I don't know if anybody knows that.
I'm not surprised.
Huh?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about that because Jason Lee actually exposed him for doing that with who was that? I'm trying to remember her name now. The comedian now, Tiffany Haddish.
Yes, he is in violation. He's in violation. So that, yeah, she said, Ethiopia sure did. So remember, I said to you guys super quick, and I don't want to forget that Kanye West's wife was wearing a condom for a dress. I said I was gonna find that picture for y'all, okay? Because that just blew my daggone mind. I'm like, he a damn fool, okay? Why you want her out there like that? Would you want your woman out there like that?
I'm thinking she's deciding these outfits.
She is designing them.
This is her wardrobe.
This is her wardrobe. Everybody's trying to say that Kanye is Kanye. No, it's not. It's her. She dressed like this before. Look at, do y'all see this condom dress? Y'all see this condom dress? That's a condom dress. Do y'all see this? You ain't said nothing, chill.
I didn't even see it.
I thought you was looking at the screen. I thought you were looking at the screen. Okay.
I gotta put it up on the YouTube, on the TV.
Yes, she got on a damn condom dress. Okay, Salacious court filing is going to get him disbarred. Yeah, he did something. That's a win for Diddy. I'm gonna do a separate video on that because I really want to go over. I'm gonna see if I can get my attorney friend to get on to say, okay, why was this improper? And he's being slapped on the hand because he definitely did something wrong. And his case may be thrown out because of it. Can you believe that?
Why was what improper in Lil Rod's case?
Yeah, it's something that Tyrone, the attorney, filed. And that's why I said I got to go back and look to read the information. But I was like, what you say? Okay, so it's something that he filed that was incorrect. And it could be thrown out. It could be thrown out because he didn't file something correctly. You know, Brenda says it took them years before they got to Arkansas. It's gonna hurt his case.
The credibility of the case.
Yes, he's either gonna have to get another attorney.
But yes, definitely.
He's gonna have to get another attorney.
What's gonna be the key factors that Cassie's the main informant here?
That's interesting. That's interesting.
So even if Rod's case gets thrown out, it's not going to matter with who Cassie's doing.
Well,
that's what the Ravens do with Cassie.
Yeah, well, we know Cassie's an informant. She's been talking to them. Okay, she's been happily speaking with them. You know, because there's a crime involved. So that's for, you know, they brought her in. The question is, let me say what's interesting is that the other individuals who have filed, of course, I think it's more of a money grab for them. Yes, I'm sure they want justice as well, but those individuals have not been divulged. None of them have been divulged. So we don't know their names. We don't know who filed. The only people that we know that have actually filed is Grace against Christian Combs. We know Rodney Jones has filed against P. Diddy, and we knew Cassie filed. But anybody else, we don't know any of the names of those individuals. And that's why Diddy was like, no, open it up. They can't be John Doe's. You need to say who they are so the public hears it as well. Do you think that's right? Chill, do you think that's right?
I do. I do. Just that. Here's the thing. So when you have Little Rod's case, let's say Little Rod's case gets thrown out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say even Christians get thrown out. The main thing is, like I said, Cassie being the informant here, she has other people that's going to come in. Like I said, the sex trafficking thing, that's just one thing that Diddy's going to be under investigation for. Remember, we still got Keefe D's trial going that he's already got implemented in.
Yes, and then the woman in the club, they may reopen that, as well. Diddy been intimidating and harassing people forever. Come on, Sunstar Tequila. Yes, he is. Did you not sit up here and hear him threaten, saying, "Hey, I can come to your house and we can talk about it," like grown folks? Like, really? He's always been intimidating people, and that's the thing. He was videotaping people. And I wondered. The question is, did JAYZ know he was being recorded?
Of course not. If Lucian Grains didn't know, he didn't.
So you think JAYZ ready to whoop his butt?
I put it like this: he went on a whole spree of "don't be around Diddy" for
Yeah.
a good 2 years.
Mm.
That's not coincidence that he just started removing himself from Diddy.
Over the last 2 years.
Over the last 2 years, he's just been slowly removing himself from Diddy, not being around him, not being at the parties. The brunch gets canceled.
So he was doing what he did to him is what he did to Kanye. No, but he was still Diddy's friend because they had business dealings together. Okay? They still had business dealings together. They're tied into a lot. That's why I feel like, based on what they're saying, is he's separating his assets from Beyonce, because if he is hit, then of course they can come after that. But I'm sure they have a prenuptial agreement in place. JAYZ ain't gonna not have one in place. If he don't, I would be surprised, because he's that selfish. He's still threatening the lady he shot in the face up until last month. I'm surprised that he didn't off her. Okay, to be quite honest. So someone says Emil never dated Jay. Someone said Browning Girl said Emil never dated Jay. Jay is going to help them put his butt away. Jay has 5 faces. Yes, he does. I 1000% agree that Jay has more than one face. I totally agree with that. He's not a person to be trusted. I mean, I would never trust someone like him. He just seems like he honestly seems like an evil person. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Did anybody think JAYZ evil? What you think, Chill? You think he evil?
I'll answer you that with, do you think that he has control over Beyonce?
Most definitely. He is controlling Beyonce. You don't think he's controlling her?
So, reason why I say that is because if you notice, Jay hasn't been on any other tour like that publicly, the way like you're seeing him with pictures and holding the kids and all that, making his image look good, right? You didn't see him on doing any other tour but the Renaissance tour, which was very recently.
And then he came out saying,
Family Man role. He has a museum that opens up.
Mm-hmm.
Look how he's painting his image.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to clean himself up. That's why, though, like I said, the Cowboy Carter thing was rushed. Because there's no way you come off $1 billion tour, almost $1 billion tour, and then you have a whole country album with a whole different genre coming out almost 5 months later.
Facts. They playing chess, not checkers, as someone just said. They playing chess, not checkers, like somebody said. Okay. And I do believe, someone says that, but of course she's dirty herself. I 1000% Ashay Marie, she is definitely dirty for sure. There is no way, once again, Beyonce is complicit. She is very much complicit. She knows. It's like she may be blind to one thing, with his cheating and things like that. But, word on the curb is he's off that last person. That's what the word on the curb is.
She wasn't blind to Blue Cantrell.
No, she wasn't. She was not. She was not. She was not.
You poison. You got the girl poison. You got the girl poison, and they had the nerve to name your daughter Blue Lives.
Whew. Well, somebody posted that earlier. That did not connect me because, again, I just saw the video with Blue saying that she was lusting after JAYZ. Like, she's like, I wanted him, and I don't care if he is seeing somebody. And I think that was a dig to Beyonce when she said that. That was a clear dig to Beyonce. But Brown and Girl said Emil was not dating JAYZ. That's what Emil.
So
Brown
when so when we say the dating thing, right? We're talking about entertainment dating.
Oh, okay.
And then this is
For sure.
The girl that's here. Remember, she was the leading lady of The Rock, so of course you assume she's with JAYZ. Like I said, the whole thing was to cover up that he was even dating Aaliyah. It's the same year, 2000. That Aaliyah was there and then gone. 99, 2000. She was there and then gone. Check
this out. Somebody just wrote, did you know that Michael Jackson's doctor, Conrad Murray, is a 90% of Reverend R. Masons? Are you aware of that?
I wouldn't be surprised, but see, that goes back to what I'm saying. Everybody's tied to the Freemasonry. Everybody that's someone in the industry that has some type of power is a Freemason.
That's crazy. And B does know what's going on. She's not stupid. That is just absolutely insane. It is the most insane thing, that kind of power. And then it takes me back to that movie with Nicolas Cage. I think that's his name. Something Treasure. And when they talk about the Mason, how it was created, it just, man. Yeah, National Treasure. It's just crazy. I'm just like, wow, all of this is going down and we're not paying attention. Al Green is a Mason. JAYZ is a type of Rita, has a type. Rita, Blue, and etc. I totally agree with you on that. Sunstar. Webstar actor Emmanuel Lewis is a Mason. Okay. It's just like, woo.
Shaquille O'Neal put his Freemason ring up. You can Google Shaquille O'Neal's Freemason ring.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I'm just like, how deep is this rabbit hole, everybody? How deep is the rabbit hole? And it's going to be interesting because let me tell you what's interesting. P. Diddy with Uptown Records, right? Andre Harrell, Heavy D, I'll Be Sure, Kim Porter. I forgot the other guy's name. So when he decides that he wants to do an autobiography on himself, everything that he had allegedly did to them is being reversed and done to him because he wanted to do a docuseries on himself. So this is just quite interesting. He didn't want them to do no tell-all book because they were going to tell everything. But he's doing it. Of course, he's not telling the whole thing, but he's doing it, he's doing it himself. So it's just interesting to see how this is going to play out. It's very, very deep.
He's going to say enough. He's already said that. He's going to say enough to let you know how he got sick.
Who are you talking about, Al B. Shore? Or Jamie Foxx?
I'll be sure. Well, him. I would hope him to. Did you see the tape? Did you see the video clip of Jimmy Fox talking about him having those tapes? Of the big video camera he used to carry around to all Diddy's parties?
Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact, we got a Mason on right now. Hey, Mike. Hey, meow.
He said
Meow.
he said we got a Mason on.
Okay. All right, Mike. How you doing?
Salute, sis, and salute, bro. In the on, I guess it's on a phone call or something like that. Is it a phone call?
He's on the Blog Talk Radio with us right now. So this is Chill on the line. This is Tomcat Chill, and we got Tomcat Mike up on the scene.
If you if you want, I mean, I have a lot of information on that those secret societies because I have them in. I think I told you this last time. I don't know if I told you this or not with someone else. I have Masons in my family. I mean, you know, they're secret societies, and what they were formed for is this. The whole point of being a Mason or I'm a Knights of Columbus, or or Lions Club or something like that. It's a bunch of men, and it's always men. Women aren't really usually allowed in, and it's to help others succeed in business, and in life. That's what it's built on. It's like it's just like when you go to college. And it's a fraternity, like a bunch of sweaty dudes and then when you graduate, you don't forget your fraternity brothers, you, hey man, I need your help on this or whatever, or I need this contract signed. And that's pretty much what it is. But there are certain sectors, sis, that are nefarious, that are dirty, that get into that goalie stuff, and it's like, I told you, you ever see the movie Eyes Wide Shut?
Yes.
That's Masonic rituals. That's the Masonic rituals.
Wow.
But they involve debauchery and sex in that, or the S word. And but a lot of the other chapters are just about a bunch of old dudes drinking beer in a basement trying to get each other, better in life. So, but no, it can turn to something evil. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's crazy. Again, this thing is running so deep. And again, I feel like it's, even on the political side and the entertainment side, the media is, all of this stuff, we talked about this last night on the spiritual side. Knights of Columbus is a part of the Catholicism. So it's hey, Nina, meow. It's just, and Farrah saying, please, let's see, please with the dated kitten and Tomcats. It's as old as almost 70 years. Yes, meow, Tomcat, Mike, Tomcat Chill, absolutely. Yes, it turns into something very evil. And I think that's what's so scary about the whole thing. Everybody aspires to be something. They, you want to be a part of the entertainment industry, and, you're trying to live out one of your dreams, and here it is, you're being taken advantage of. And that's the very sad part about the whole situation. It's just that these are people that want to do something that they love, and then now they're being taken advantage of. And it's very, very sad, and it's just a very sad thing. And it's like, okay, then you're wondering why they need help. We talked about this before. It's like, we wonder why there's mental illness, where there's alcoholism, where there's drug abuse, where there's, people who are, becoming sexual predators. And so it's like, do you have to be in that industry, to do those things just to be successful in that industry, that is tied in with more than just that? Ask the guy about the Moors. Funky Bougie, Tomcat wants me to ask you about the Moors, Chill, and Mike.
Sure.
About the
Moors. No, who wants to go first?
Chill, you want to go?
You go first.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so I'm Sicilian. So I actually have Moorish blood. So the Moors are basically Africans that would constantly come over, and always come over to Sicily. And then Italy would send troops down, and they would scoot them away. And so we're even though we're not super dark skinned. When I was younger, I was darker, but I have I have brown eyes. I have curly hair. I mean, so, and when I did a genealogy test, I do have African blood. I do. And I embrace it. And I love it. I love being diverse. I love the fact that I have this attributes. I can sing. I can cook. I can dunk a basketball. I'm trying to be funny, but like I'm not, I'm not just doing the Carlton, in my living room, I got flavor. I got flavor. What I'm trying to say is that the Moors,
he got flavor. Okay.
Yeah, he got flavor. But the Moors, they would come over. They would always, because Sicily is on the end, right?
Correct.
You got Italy and you got the boot, and you got Africa right across the water.
Correct.
So the Moors would come in and they would try to conquer Sicily. They'd always try to conquer Sicily. And when they're trying to conquer Sicily, they're gonna do a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? They'll give them a little bit of pounding. You know what I'm saying? But so what happens is that once you introduce that DNA into that bloodline, it stays for a very long time. Some Sicilians are very dark. Some Sicilians are a little bit lighter. But it's funny because this is what I'm telling you. Italians are usually not that tall, right? They're usually not that athletic. So how the hell am I 6'3", 220 pounds? How? Where'd it come from? It's like, where the hell did this come from? Because you get attributes from other races that have different genealogy. I embrace it. But the Moors, the Moors were a kingdom. It was the kingdom. They were African kings. But they would always constantly try to conquer. But they kept messing with Italy, and Italy was at the time had one of the strongest militaries in the world. I mean, the Romans were no joke. No joke.
Correct.
But
it's
all
funny
these years,
I do remember they talked about it in history how, and you're right, the water is like right there, and it's literally right across, and even parts of China, because there are areas in Asia where there are Black Asians. So it's really interesting, and it's nice to hear that you got some flavor and flavor in your ear. Okay, they bought their slaves, Caucasians, and here mixing done with us and indigenous in America and American Indians.
Yeah.
And the word negro came from Spain, although we turned into a derogatory, but that's where the word came from. Negro is a Spaniard word. Okay, just so everybody does know if you didn't know.
Yeah. It's Spanish. It's Spanish. It's not American. And sis, my mother's Italian, and she's blonde hair and blue eyes because she's from the top of it.
Right.
Because
we're all different shades. We're all different melting colors, and I wish we could just not have color. How about that? And then hopefully,
but the reason be see-through, right? We're just like translucent. But when you're from the top of Italy, you're very close to Germany and you're very close to Switzerland. So it's easy for you to have traits of, more white people. Like I'm white, but like super white. Like blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah.
Right. There's a different level. It's dark skin, it's curly, woollier hair, it's brown or hazel eyes. Absolutely. 1000% get it. And so it's just interesting. It's just, as the motherland is Israel. How funny is that?
I believe, the whole, all right. So if you want to get into and like I said, once again, my grandfather, same thing. He was from the bottom of Italy, Sicilian, and he had short curly hair, and he was probably your pigment, like as dark as you, not super dark, not Wesley Snipes dark, but I would call it hot chocolate. Like he had a very brown appearance. You know what I'm saying? And people would always look at him like, is this dude mixed? But he was 100% Italian. But because he had a little bit more Moorish blood than I did. Because so his mother probably had more of the concentration of the African blood. And then, of course, you have my father that dilutes it. Then you have me. So in other words, it gets lighter as you go, but the gene never goes away. It never goes away.
Believe it or not, that African gene is very, very strong.
It's very strong. It's the strongest there is. And it skips generations. So in other words, I have two sons, right? My one son, He's beautiful. I mean, he's a big, muscular guy. I mean, he's just the best. But he has brown hair and green eyes. Like, where the hell would this come from? And my other son looks just like me. Dark hair, brown eyes, dark skin. I'm like, the hell? You know, because it skips. Sometimes it skips. But they're both beautiful. And they both bring something to the world. But it is true that people can be born and, you know, their genealogy moves around. But I think everybody listening, if everybody's listening to me, it's very important that everybody does a test and just sees where you come from.
What part?
You know,
we actually did that. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we're all connected, and that's the whole thing, and that's what people don't
Yeah.
realize. You know, so with you, Chill, what's your take on it? You know, Moors have been around since the beginning of time.
He hit everything on the head in a nutshell as far as the Moors go. I mean, I'm not too enlightened as far as the Moors go. I got more I got more information just hearing Mike more than anything just now. But I mean, he's right. We all come from different walks of life as far as that goes. The Moors was more from what I remember for Muslim culture.
Right.
It's more involved in Muslim culture. Am I right? Okay. So I'm more familiar with like the Boule and the Freemasonry that I am with the Moors. Like I said, Mike hit everything on the nail with the Moors. I don't really have too much information on the Moors.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to do a session on that next time. And I think one of the reasons why we went down this particular road for everybody was to talk about how JAYZ is a Mason and he's basically being protected because he is a Mason. And that's why his name is not so much in the media as they are going after P. Diddy with all of this stuff that's going down. And again, P. Diddy was laughing today. Okay. He was laughing today. But my maternal grandmother and grandmother are lighter in tone. Yeah. He was laughing today because he had a win because of the attorney with Little Rod. Okay. So it's going to be interesting to see everything that's coming out. Some people think that he's going to be arrested before his birthday or by his birthday as a way to shut him up. Some people think that, you know, he's going to get off. He's going to get away with it. I don't know. He may have been praying to the eclipse because he thought he was going to get some new energy today because, you know, because the eclipse came through today. You know, today was April 8th, 2024, 8/4/8/24. So that's interesting. 4/8/24. 2 times 4 is 8. And they all have the equivalent of 2 in it. So that's pretty interesting to say the least, you know, even though we're moving into 4/9. But it's interesting to see what is going to transpire and how JAYZ, is he going to come out on top? Is it going to be known that he's an informant? We already know that he had hired an informant as his CEO of Rock Nation. We know that she was pardoned. Okay. I'm pretty sure that she was giving JAYZ information. Okay. There's no way that she was not getting information. There is absolutely no way that she did not give him information. He had to have known some things because some people were being arrested. Okay. It's just interesting to see every single day there's something new that's coming out. And I do believe that he's gonna Diddy is gonna fight this thing tooth and nail. He's gonna fight it tooth and nail. And the question I have for you guys, same here, Brown Girl. I have family members who are also Freemasons. I think everybody, a lot of the families in the United States, if you are Black, you know, African American, you have somebody that's a member of Mason. The Moors started in the West Frontier after Louisiana Purchase. Come on through with the history. We love that.
Yeah.
You have to understand how to read the test. They neglect to include pools of indigenous Americans, O type and A type bloodlines. That is absolutely correct. You have to know which one to get. Go ahead, Mike.
I got to say this real quick, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to floss or anything like that, but I have RH blood, which they don't know where the hell it comes from or heck it comes from. So yes, I have a very rare blood type. So it's the blood of, they call it the blood of creation. So, I don't know what the heck's going on, but all I know is that, I feel things. You're going to think I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy. You ever like have premonition? You ever like feel like you've been there before in the past? Like you kind of, it's like you had a dream and it's exactly what happens. Or sometimes you ever sit there and think what someone's thinking and they say it. So I think people have premonition, and I don't
Yes.
know what it ties into. I don't know what it ties into, but all I know is I can read people very easily. You're a very good person. But I can read people very easily. But people, there are people out here in this world that can really read you and feel you out and get it. I tell this to my sons all the time and my daughters. Everything is about energy. The energy you give is the energy you're going to get back. So everybody listening,
That's 1,000%.
love each other and give a good energy. Give a good energy, and even if you mess up, they're gonna forgive you. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
No, I think that's great. I mean, because we do. Here it is. We're a melting pot of people on here talking about current events, being entertained, okay, with my crazy self, with my kitty cat theme. I wanted to do something different, something fun, something lighthearted. And that's what it's all about. Even though I gave it a crazy name, right? And it was like, I was on somebody else's show and they were like, you need to be doing your own show because of how you come in. And a lot of people came in because I was on Storm Monroe and they were like, wow, you give such a different perspective. And I'm just like, look, there's some smart people out here too, but not to say that other people aren't smart when they're coming on, but some people really do dig deep. So when I'm sitting up here looking at everybody else's show and commenting and just like, wow, like with the Jonathan Majors today, I don't think they should have never. This woman was crazy. She's a stalker. As a matter of fact, she gives me fatal attraction energy. She's chasing a man that doesn't want to be with her almost 2 miles down the street. Like, who does that? Because he pushed her. He didn't push her, but he was trying to put her back in the car. He's convicted. They said he was, you're my girl now. Oh, thank you, meow, baby. So it's just like, it's crazy. It's like, we got to start getting along because everything around here is crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Sunstar. I appreciate you. You're absolutely right. He is right. I want to show you guys something because somebody put something up about G Dep being out. And if you don't know, I just want to. Huh?
Welcome home, G-Dep.
Yes, meow, Miss Pinky, meow, girl, you look so cute over there. So let me show you guys this real quick because this is going to be kind of important to the case, the fact that he's out. So let's get this real quick. I'm like, wow, he's out, and he got out a couple of days ago, guys. So hold on, let's play him real quick.
And what were you on at the time? Like, what drugs were you taking? During that time in your life.
I mean, well, I don't, at that time I was a young boy, man, so I wasn't on very age drugs. I probably might have been, maybe weed. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was only probably maybe 18 or something like that. I wasn't really doing nothing crazy at that time. It was more of a, that was just more of how it was. Just at that, at that time, it was kind of more of a violent era for me. You know what I mean? So that was, that was just the thing I used to do. You know what I mean? You carry the gun. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You hustle. You got your gun. You know what I mean? And that was just my routine, man.
When the incident actually happened, you walked away from it. You didn't know that the person actually died. You thought that maybe he just got shot when you went to actually turn yourself in. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, I had a kind of idea, because of the severity of the whole thing. But then again, I told myself, that he did. That was what I told myself for all of those years. Everything was all right. You know what I mean? But I didn't really know for sure, actually.
So If you don't know who this person is, G-Dep was an artist that was on Bad Boys record label. And he was under the influence. Yeah, you thought he had life. He turned himself in. Yes, he did. He turned himself in. He was under the influence. And where was he coming from? Where was he coming from? I think he turned on Diddy to protect his freedom after all those years. Because, yes, my understanding, he was supposed to get life. Okay? Yes, he got out of jail. He got out a couple of days ago. And how coincidental is this that he just got out while they're questioning? So what information does he know?
A lot. So I think you know that I was law enforcement. I don't know if I told you that or not.
Yeah,
I
that's
was.
what we're talking about.
And so the whole thing is basically he had to have enough concrete evidence to help this story. So basically so people say, why did Diddy be able to get along with everything he did for so many years? He's been doing this forever. He's been, messing people up forever because nobody wanted to come out and be the first one to step up and be the whistleblower. You know what I'm saying? People were afraid to step up. It took Cassie, God bless her. It took Cassie to step up and say, I'm not taking this no more. But a lot of the times before, when they were investigating him, it wasn't the federal government. It was just local police. Local police, you can buy them off like it's nothing. Like nothing, right? Once HSI got involved, once the Homeland Security got involved, you can't buy them. You can't buy them off. Once they got involved, they built a case. It took them a little while. It took them like a year or two. They built a case, and as soon as they had all the evidence, they had a federal judge do the 3 raids. They raided his 3 houses, sis, at the same time. You know. Listen, people listening, okay? If a couple cops come to your house, a SWAT comes to your house.
Not to cut you off, Mike. That took serious planning. That they raided the Homeland Security, raided the houses all at the same time.
And these aren't houses, sis. These are mansions. These aren't like, it's not like I'm coming to your 1-bedroom apartment, with 4 cops. I'm coming to your mansion with 60, 70 officers because they don't know what's going on. And the reason why, and people are talking about, oh, they handcuffed his kids and they treated them unfairly. Them kids are involved. And number 2, they already know they got guns in the house. They have armed security. If they come in hot like that, they're worried about some crazy dude turning around and pulling a gun up. And now it's all, everything's going crazy. So they have to come in hot. You have to come in hot and quick. And that's how you take a situation. It's just like a fight, right? Let's just say that you get into fisticuffs with somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Do you want to fight them for 30 minutes or you want to fight them for 30 seconds? You want to make it over with quick, come in, do your thing, get it under control. Mm-hmm. But those three raids at the same time took so much planning, and they had to have so much evidence, because let me tell you something. Puffy's got mad money, and he's got lawyers on lock. If you raid that man's house and you don't have proof, he's going to sue the living crap out of you. So they had to have. What?
Somebody just made a point here and I definitely think this is the case. Diddy's been getting away with lawsuits by lawyers, FBI, CIA, security guards. Journalists have been covering for him. Somebody's covering for him. Because again, you weren't on here yet, I don't think. Because he had to, Roc Nation's CEO had a proffer agreement.
Sure.
So she had a proffer. So the question is, did JAYZ have a proffer? Did Diddy have a proffer? And this was the reason why they were getting away with so much stuff. Somebody.
What I think, and everybody let me know what you think. I think it was a matter of a couple things. It was intimidation, it was ruination of their careers, and it was payoffs.
Most
He was
definitely.
paying people off. Let me ask you a question. So you come from, like, I'm not saying you. Let's just say someone is a struggling artist, or someone is a security guard, and you're offering them 5 times their monthly salary. Are you going to say no? I would, because I'm a Christian, but they were like, I didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. People, the root of all evil is money. Money's the root of all evil. And I think that Puffy was buying people off because he had so much rich handlers and all this trafficking. Listen, everyone listening. HSI does not come in and raid your house unless they have credible evidence of human trafficking. They don't do that.
It's not that money is evil, it's the love of money. It's
Yeah.
that's what's evil. It's like you got to have a sense of moral compass to know
Exactly.
What's happening, and I think it's going to be such a chain of reaction. I really, if Diddy goes down, y'all best believe he telling on. I know he got stuff put to the side. I know that he is sitting up here like, I'm waiting. If they want to bring me down, and he knows that he may be taken out because of it. But if I go down, he gonna do what? Let me tell y'all what he gonna do. For those who watch Power, I love me some Power, right? I love Power Book 2 with Tariq. And at the end of Book 2 of this last season, which is his brother, he don't know that it's his brother, but that's Angela and Ghost's son. That is in his, anybody watch Book 2, Ghost? And his Paz is the one, is really the aunt and not the mom. Well, I can't remember the guy's name who played the attorney. He left because he knew he was about to be killed. He left a tape. He left a drive. And I feel like if Diddy gets taken out, he gonna leave a drive that's gonna go to all the television stations, and it's gonna expose everybody.
Could be.
Wait a minute.
Could be.
I just think that that's what's going to make him get out. So someone said, I think Diddy is Christian too. I'm not going to talk about religion. They cover because he is a hub connected to those you'll never see. All of who are vessels for entities many are not even ready to wrap their mind around. I 1000% agree. Big Gene speaks out. So I know Diddy is, but Jay ain't messy in parties like him to look like an informant. Diddy partied like he had no repercussions or consequences. That is absolutely correct because he thought he couldn't be touched. That's 1000% correct because Diddy thought, oh, because I got all this backing, they ain't gonna do nothing to me. They're not going to touch me because I give them what they need. That's exactly what he thought. But he pissed somebody off. He ticked somebody off.
And I don't know if you agree with me. There's a theory going around that Beyonce is like leaving JAYZ.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That is that they're separating assets. That she might be leaving them. So because they know that if they're coming after P Diddy, they're going to come after him. So they're trying to separate all the assets to protect her, so they can be protected. And that might be, that might be,
I never really saw a love connection there. I mean, I just, if like, how do you say this? Like with my ex-wife, right? The way that I looked at her, the way that I loved her, the way that I adored her, you could see there's true love there. It's almost like him and her are just business partners. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, we've already established that their relationship is a business. It was a business arrangement. Maybe she was crazy about him in the beginning, but JAYZ has always thought about only himself. He's a narcissist. It was all about him getting to the top. I'm all for you getting your bread, but he used people to get where he was, just like Diddy did. Diddy intimidated people, but he used people. And that's just really what it is. He used people to get to what he wanted. He's a billionaire. He and she stole songs from Sloan Bella, telling it all. Absolutely. So it's like a lot of stuff is coming out. Everything is being revealed. Okay. Ashe is right. Everything is being revealed. And I just want people to understand that, be looking out for this. You know, Mike gave his perspective, Chill gave his perspective, and we really need to make sure that we're, you know, having a level of balance. You know, my son just walked past like, "You still on?" I said, "You don't understand. We be talking about stuff on here." Okay. Ms. Beat Barbie. Hey, Miss Beat Barbie. Welcome.
I wanted to say one thing. Anybody listening, and this is very important, in everything going on in life right now, life is very difficult. It's expensive. You know, there's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of strife. If you have someone in your life that you love, whether it's your family member or your husband or wife, love them hard. That's all I wanted to say, sis. Sorry.
You said it, Tomcat Mike. You said it. He stuck. Okay, so I'm reading. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody's comments. Wait 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I got everybody's comment. Chill, did you want to say anything before we chime out?
If anything, like I said, just make sure y'all like and subscribe to this podcast, y'all. Just making sure y'all like and subscribe and get more meows in the chat. That's all I got to say. I thank you for even having me on. I thank you, Mike, for your information as well, man, because I got enlightened as well on the board.
Yes, Mike is amazing
on that as well. But I really want everybody, if anything, my last message to everybody is make sure you watch the interrogation of Trump dual shooter Jonathan Oddie.
Oh, say that again. Put that inside of the chat. Make sure you put that inside of the chat. I heard that's supposed to be pretty good, actually. Make sure to put that inside the chat for me, Chill, okay?
I got you. I'm gonna do that right now. But make sure y'all watch that because, like I said, you're gonna hear another thing he said was he sued for when he got herpes. He had caught herpes while he was a sex worker for Diddy. And if you look at it, there was a John Doe and Usher's case with the herpes. Remember?
Yep.
That's it. And so that's a great connection. So that's the theory is that he got it from what? Did he?
Yes. And that was the thing when I brought up the other day, somebody was upset because I brought Rihanna up in reference to Chris Brown and how that situation went down. Okay. That she was allegedly messing around with JAYZ. And, you know, someone said, well, they're best friends. JAYZ and Chris Brown are not best friends. Okay. At all, you know. And as a matter of fact, JAYZ was trying to tear down his career when it happened. Did he say he got, yes, herpes? Yes, that is correct. A sexually transmitted disease. But a guy and others.
Can I explain the question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Mike, what do you think about, because in this interview, he mentions Diddy has a connection with Trump. What do you think about that? There's a political trafficking.
I don't think so. I think if you ask my honest opinion, people want to paint Trump as like this deviant. Trump is an a-hole, but I don't think Trump is like in that whole S world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's, but they probably know each other just because of they're both from New York and they both are probably fundraising together. But Diddy said he didn't like Trump. But Trump never said anything about Diddy. I don't know. But if they're friends, I don't know. I mean, there's so much misconception right now. So it's going to take us so much time to get through all the lies and the real stuff. You know, because people are just spitting out stuff that no one can grab, you know, make right. But I just think that I think Diddy, you know, there's so many people coming out after him. But I don't know if he has a connection with Trump or not. I don't know. I know the mob went after Trump. They went after him when he was younger, and they couldn't get to him. They couldn't mess with him because, see, Trump's very smart. See, what you do, if you're a prominent businessman, especially in New York, the mob's going to come after you, so you hire private security. And we're talking about like special operations people. So they could never get to him. Sammy the Bull said we could never get to him. He even said that in the interview. He said we could never get to the guy, to shake him down, But I don't know. I don't know the whole thing. I don't think that I do not think, sir. I don't think there's a connection between Puffy and Trump. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Okay, there has to be some type of connection. I'll say definitely with JAYZ because Perez got she was an informant, and she was one of the 300 people released. So whether his connection was with JAYZ is connected to Diddy. So therefore there is some type of connection right there, whether it's him and Diddy or whether it's him and JAYZ. At some point there is a connection, because her name would not have been on that list for her to be given a pardon. So something has transpired in that area, and they can be for front, saying, hey, let's, divide and conquer, or whatever the case may be. But at some point their paths definitely cross. Yes, New York, and yes, Trump was a so-called Democrat for 20 years. I don't even think he's a Democrat or a Republican. I think he's a self. That's just my opinion on that. He's a self, Trump party. Let's see here. With all of them, that's why I couldn't take him seriously as a politician. But I know one thing: I'm not feeling no Sleepy Joe no more either. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody's to each his own. Whatever you decide to do, you have to just feel good about your decision, because it's all about propaganda and money. And I totally 1000% agree with that. This is all about propaganda. It's all about money. Who liked Trump? Mike likes Trump. Okay.
Oh, well, I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump because I could not vote for Hillary Clinton. I could not. But check this out, everyone listening. My favorite president in my lifetime was Bill Clinton. I voted for him twice.
Yep.
And that's the truth. I made
the most money with Bill Clinton, I will definitely say. Yes, let's see. Before Trump was president, they were all buddies. That is absolutely correct of Trump, and they went against him for Biden. That is correct. They were partying together. This is the thing. Trump was partying with everybody. Okay. Let's not forget. Let's not remember he had Little John. He was partying with everybody. So again, people do what they want to do based on what they think is best for them or how they want to move. And I don't really want to talk politics right now, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, because we'll be battling. I'm just gonna be honest. Clintons are major traffickers, allegedly. Allegedly. And let me say this last point, and this is just my opinion. Okay. I know, right, bro? Even vote ATP. I say pick the best devil. I don't know. So let me say this. All of these people were rolling together. I don't care what nobody say. Somebody can sit up here and say Trump wasn't a part of it. Yes, he was. He was a part of it as well. And if he wasn't a part of it, he still was messing with young girls and grabbing women by the pee. So that is a problem for me in itself. And I think he lusted after his daughter. He loves his daughter, but I feel like he lusted after her. But that's just my opinion. But at the end of the day, all of them were doing wrong. Period. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're independent. I don't care if you're a Democrat. They were all doing wrong, and they were all partying together. So you can't say who was in the room, because they even show politicians in the room doing stuff. So at the end of the day, they all need to be held accountable if that's the case. So you can't say one side was doing it more than the other when the other one was doing stuff too. So I'm not going to get into that, because I don't want to be feuding with you guys, and I don't want us to be feuding with each other because we have a difference of opinion. This is supposed to be a fun channel. We're supposed to have a great time and laugh, and we can have a difference of opinion. Okay. But attacking and being mean and putting nasty comments and stuff in my timeline because I said someone deserve grace, because I think everyone does something foolishly and may not have intentions to do it. You know, Mike, I'm not sure if that's how you got to me in reference to what I said about Fonnie Willis. I said Fonnie Willis deserves grace. They were like, she lied. She lied about sleeping with somebody. God dog, okay? She was hooking her boyfriend up. Like, who hasn't done some stupid stuff like that? But,
Sure.
okay, but, Pussy, yes, Pussy, the comments about his daughter was awkward and wild. Yes, his comments about the way he felt about his daughter, that made me uncomfortable. Outside of grab her by the pee, that made me uncomfortable. Go ahead, Chill. You want to say something?
Well, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it. And if you can, this is my last request from you.
No problem.
If you can, just for the chat, can you Google and pull up the images? Just type in Diddy Donald Trump and just put the images in.
Yeah.
Let the chat see.
I know what you're talking about.
Just let the chat see for themselves.
I know what you're talking about. That's why I was like, wait a minute now. They all party together. Okay. They all party together. That's why I'm like, it's all hypocritical. And people see what they want to see, but you will see him hanging. They were hanging. And everyone knows that if you don't do something that he likes, Donald Trump, okay, I don't want to talk, but here's one here. Here's another one here. Here's Diddy and him here. Here's Diddy and him here.
Even back to the 90s.
I'm looking at the 90s. This is when Diddy was young.
Yeah.
Okay? This is when Trump was young.
People don't realize Diddy's actually a big guy. Trump is 6'2". I'm 6'3", but Diddy's about 6'2". Diddy's a big guy.
He's a tall guy.
You know?
He's a tall guy. But the point that Chill is trying to make is his hands are not clean. Okay? His hands are not clean. And they were all are on the list of Epstein. Okay? Every last one of their names are on that list with Epstein and partied with Epstein and knew what was going on. This is 2018. Kanye West, Trump meeting at the White House. Well, they got the wrong person. Let's go to this one right here. Diddy still deciding whether to vote for his stylish friend, Donald Trump. Friend. Okay? Friend. Wait a minute, there's one here that, so that's what I'm saying. So to say, oh, I don't think he was doing it. Yes, he was part of that whole party. This is 97. Okay, this is almost 30 years ago. Okay? So they've been around for a long time.
Look how skinny Diddy was. He was skinny back then.
Yeah, he was young. And look how much younger he looks. Okay? Yeah. So they have a history together. All right, because like you said, they were in New York. What you say? What you say?
The hat down there next to the guy with the glasses, like they just came on vacation together with Diddy with the hat, with the yellow hat down there.
Right, they were on vacation.
Oh, they just came on vacation.
That's right, they were on vacation. Even right, this was 97. Okay, So again, to sit up and say that one side, oh, the Democrats. Da 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 da. Oh no. They all are a part of it. You can't just say just one party was the ones that was doing. Oh, the Clintons. Oh, also Trump and them too. So come on. I mean, you got the guy that was in Florida where he was messing with young girls. I can't even remember his name. He's a politician now. Trump brushed shoulders with a lot of rich people. That's why I was surprised about the politics. Well, he thought he could do something. They call you old once. You get a certain age in Hollywood. Let's see. None of them would have the ear of the world without having a dirty hand. That's interesting.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So to sit up and say, no, I don't think Trump. No, he was involved. The Bushes too. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Did you know that? Did you know that Obama is related to the Bushes? Did you know that?
Yeah. I had
That's
heard
crazy.
They were cousins. Yeah, they're cousins. Okay.
So what does that mean? It means all this is already predetermined.
Well,
It's all predetermined.
Again, we're all related in some way, form, or fashion. What I was saying earlier.
But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think our vote even matters. I think it's just all predetermined anyway. They're going to put who they want in the White House. I think the last president, and hear me out, please, sis, the last president that we actually voted in that wasn't supposed to win was John F. Kennedy. I think Kennedy was never supposed to be president, and he won. And look what happened to him. Because he wanted to flip the script. He wanted to stop the Vietnam War. He wanted to dissolve the federal banking system. He wanted to get rid of the CIA. He wanted to do all these things to make our country better, to make it better for us. And look what happened to him. Go ahead.
Brown girl bagging. Yes, they all got their hands in the same purse. I agree.
Greatest president of all time is John F. Kennedy. The greatest president of all time.
I don't know. I thought Bill Clinton. Well, I mean, he was getting blown off.
Oh, Clinton was a great. I voted for him twice. But I'm saying
Bush was a cool. Clinton was a cool president, but everybody was mad because he got blown off and all this other stuff. I was just like, y'all are hating because he got a blowjob. Everybody was hating because he got a blowjob. Right?
Who cares?
Hating because he got a blowjob. Like, really? You got
if I had a sis, if I had a wife like Hillary, I'd be getting one too.
Okay. Y'all mad because he got a blowjob. I think the politicians was mad because they didn't get the blowjob. Okay.
That man was mad cool. No one can tell me in chat or anywhere that wasn't a great president. Come on.
They was just, the other side was mad because they was like, well, why can't we get the interns to blow us off? So we're gonna try to impeach, okay? We're gonna impeach because we mad because he got blown and we couldn't get blown too.
And what I like about him?
Really what it was.
Sis, what I like about him? He liked the thick girls. Because I like the thick girls. That's what he was like, that's what I think. Everybody
was mad, right?
Sis,
everybody Bill was in office.
She's walking down the corridor, right? He goes. He saw that booty.
What did you say, Chill?
Oh.
He got impeached because he got away with it.
Yeah, well, look, it all came. That's why I'm saying y'all tripping because Fonnie Willis was getting a freak on. I'm just like, come on, y'all. I mean, just like, really, y'all act like y'all ain't had no office romances, okay? Y'all act like y'all ain't got they did something on the side. I'm like, stop being behind the computer and being cyber bullies and act as if, you're forgetting what it's like to be in, with people and how things would go down. It was office romances going on all the time. Obama knew and spent time with the Bushes as a child, and Mike and Barry are tied with the diddler bird of a feather. All of them have been selected, as Ashay says. Okay, I mean, just
okay. So they're trying to say that Michelle Obama is a man. That would. I don't. I don't.
I don't even want to even go there with that. She is that pisses me off. I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous. I think she's probably in my lifetime one of the best first ladies. I mean, she was just so cool, like to be around, and she handled herself. It's hard to say that someone is ghetto. Ghetto means something is you're less educated. Okay. She's very educated, but she was very likable. She was very likable to people that aren't from Harvard. Like she could appeal to every single person you met, and she was very likable. And I think that's very rare because most first ladies are very like, get away from me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're not, it's like I said, we're going to do this on a different one because that right there is very touchy. I'm from Chicago, and that's very touchy for someone to call a woman a man. And that is so disrespectful. You
It
know,
is.
the
It is.
lies, the propaganda. It's like, come on, stop being ridiculous. You know, where
It's
do you think
disgusting.
freaking children come from? Like, you know, stop with the bull. It's like, you really believe that bull crap? I mean, it's just stupid to me. Let's see. Michelle Obama went to Harvard and has companies under her, plus production companies. I mean, it's insulting. You know, you don't hear, I didn't say anything about, you know, Melania being a dang on whore. She out here doing sex movies. Come on. So there's no difference. So let's not go there. You
But
know, I don't want to go there. I
do
don't
you
want to
understand? Do you understand how rare it is to be a Harvard grad and be able to talk to anybody and make them feel comfortable and make them feel welcomed and loved? Michelle Obama, in my opinion, is one of the best first ladies to ever grace that office. That's just my opinion. I'll leave it there.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to do no comparison between her and Melania. Okay,
No,
I
no,
don't,
I'm saying,
and it ain't got nothing to do with me being black either. He did not do nothing for black people. No disrespect intended.
I
Guys,
just,
are you black?
the,
Are you black?
just the way Michelle Obama would treat people and make people feel was truly beautiful. That's all. You know, she would just a good person to be around, and a president, and especially a first lady, represents the country, the strongest country in the world. But she did it with grace. But she also did it with
They didn't have a
no
choice but to
disrespect.
do it with grace because they were, you know, they were under a microscope. I mean, good God, you know,
Yeah,
you're sitting up here talking
yeah,
about a brown suit because he wore a brown suit. Not you, Mike, but I'm just saying, you know,
yeah.
just some of the stuff is just ridiculous. But again, guys, we ain't gonna
No
talk
doubt.
politics. You
All right,
know,
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
the one thing
I
that
just,
we, like I said, our number one goal was literally about the fact that Diddy is, you know, Chill done told us he's a dang on Mason, so he an informant.
yeah, yeah. So,
Okay.
you have different kinds of Masons.
Wait,
So,
hold on,
if
Mike.
you,
Hold on,
go
Mike.
ahead.
Chill was trying to say something. Go ahead, Chill.
Yeah, please.
What
I
we?
was just saying you meant JZ, not Diddy.
I'm sorry. Thank you for the correction. We're talking about JZ being a Mason, JZ being an informant. Okay. I don't know what he talking about. Funky Bougie. He or she. Gossip TV. I wasn't understanding his question, so he should have came up so we can. Yes, he, a, C, I, they. What? Are you speaking English? Because I'm not understanding you. Yes, he, a, C, I, they say. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So JZ, they say is, yes, he's an informant, right? That's what this was all about. Well, is he an actual informant? Because for him to be around Diddy that much, you know, in those arenas, and to not, in his name not to be dropped in anything, that says something in itself. For his CEO, who was an informant herself, to get a pardon from Donald Trump, okay, that said something in itself, which meant she was feeding him information, okay? She was feeding him information, and that's probably why he was putting his things together. And Chill made a very valid point earlier about this is the other reason she almost Beyonce did almost $1 billion with her concert. And here it is now. She's dropped, not only dropped, now mind you, in reference to the country song that she did, that's something that she was trying to do a while back because they disrespected her a few years back when she was on the Country Music Awards. But she is from Texas, so why wouldn't she want to do country music? So I thought that was insulting in itself to say that she couldn't do country when country music was a derivative that came from brown black people. The banjo, it was created by someone, and that's where country music got started. So that was the whole reasoning why she wanted to do, because she wanted to give the history of what country music was. So if you go back, it'll show you how country music had begun. Gossip TV, I feel you, but he did more than Biden for me, though. Okay. All right. So JZ says, is Des, what's up, Sunstar? I want to make sure I got everybody's comments up here before we chime off for the night. Obama. Okay. We got that one. Obama knew and spent time. Okay, yeah, we did get this one. See, Trump brushes. Yep, we got because I always want everybody to be seen. So I don't want anyone to feel like they're not being seen or not being heard, because I am one of the most fairest people on the planet, and I love for people to be heard. And that's why I don't mind you guys coming up. It's like, okay, come on up, give your take, give your input. If you don't want to be seen, then you can call in on the phone line. That's why I created the phone line, because I really want you guys to be seen and heard and be like, okay, I had a comment, I want to be spoken, because a lot of people don't let you come and talk on their platform. JAYZ hand sign. They said he is a confidential informant. Yes, I totally agree with you guys on TV. I think he is a confidential informant. Okay. And it's kind of scary, just, because if he didn't know that Diddy had cameras and he's a dang on informant, remember what I told you guys what the proffer is. So that's based on what Diddy is doing. That ain't based on what he's doing. If Diddy telling on him, he could be in trouble for what he's doing. So Trump, let's see here. Okay, gave checks that will regret later. I agree with that. Okay, that what I see is, man, would you type in full sentences, Gossip TV? That's what ACI is. Okay, now I get what you're saying. Okay, all right. This one here. Okay, so Obama signed the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People when it was brought to Obama's attention that not all Black folks are from Africa. That is absolutely correct. They're not. And what I think people do forget is that all the continents were together before the big boom, and it's separated. All of the continents, and that's how you got North America, South America, Asia, Africa, and so I don't think people realize that everything started from the motherland, which is from Africa. What does JAYZ and sign mean for Mike? The question. Okay. What does JAYZ hand sign mean? Oh yeah, because that was in the dang on song. On to the next one. Okay.
This means the Illuminati. That's what it means. Yep. That's why
And
he's
that's
always
what
doing
spent on
this
money.
all the time. Because
Yes.
he's Illuminati. Yeah, he's Illuminati. That's what he is.
Oh Jesus. Black folks are Moors. That is correct. That is correct. So guys, we're gonna turn it in. I mean, we this is the second time we done been on here at 1:30 in the morning. At 1:30. I don't know if I should be doing these earlier, but I know some people be wanting to get on later. I've been getting some messages and things like that.
Sure.
So I'm just trying to make a decision as if I should go on a little bit earlier or stay at my time, because I do run a business with my family, so it's kind of hard to kind of be on here a little bit earlier. But hey, y'all, throw me some love, send me some cash apps. I've been giving y'all some great content. On top of that, we've been having some great. I love you too, meow. Okay, meow, meow, meow. Okay, meow. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. The pyramid is Moorish, and let me make sure I show this as well, because this is true. This is a good show. Have a blessed. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming, kitty cat, meow. Make sure you come back again. The pyramid is Moorish, Moabite seal. That is correct. That is correct. So it means more than just the Illuminati. Okay. I wish, I was on, I wish, and I don't know, we may do some type of history live show, because thank you so much, Miss Brenda. Miss Brenda was on with me last night. Girl, Janie, you hear? Okay, so she asked me this question about any tea on Karishi and JT today. Absolutely. Well, it was yesterday. Y'all already know they are officially broken up as the group. What you say, Chill? What you say, Chill?
I was just laughing because I heard about that same thing too. JT's on spree, but go ahead.
Okay. All right. So they are officially done as a group. They are not They are not a group anymore, because JT sat up there and said, you said you was a sex worker. Okay, it is what it is, putting her on blast. Karishi has been hit with a lawsuit. So there's a lot of stuff that's going down. That's why I said I got to figure out how I'm going to do this podcast, because I got to get all this other stuff in. But what I am about is diving a little bit deep and making people think, not just saying, oh, did you hear? I want you guys to think about what's going on. And that's why I do these deep dives on here, for that reason. So let me say this on Friday. Well, thank you, Pinky. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. Let me put up this other one. Moors are a pedigree bloodline for men, women, and children. All right, now I heard that. Okay, so my thing is, I didn't want to just be a regular station that just gave gossip. You know, as I said, I wanted to make sure that we was getting a little bit of education. Like, no one knew what it was a proffer, you know, things like that. No one knew, you know, certain things that are going down. So it's like, we need to be educated, because that's what I do. I coach other people. So I'm always going to be in a coaching space. So it's always nice to be able to have understanding on the behind the scenes. And like I said, I'm gonna see if I can bring my attorney up. Karishi is the cover for Diddy and Saucy. Baby, you must have missed it yesterday, because we went over that yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna make the men uncomfortable, because my title for yesterday, I had told my parents this. My mom said, I do not want to hear that again. I said, was Diddy getting the boosie from Saucy? And they was like, what did you say? I said the boosie. Okay. Yeah. Can you think what that is, Mike? I was like,
I know what it is. Unfortunately, I know what it is. Not personally, but I know what it means. Let me change that. I don't know what it is personally, but I know what it means. Let me flip that back real quick. And you know what? A lot of men like that. They're into that. And it's just not something I was ever interested in, you know. But I mean, there's a lot of masculine men that are into that lifestyle. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, you like what you like. I just don't like it. I'm not into it. I ain't with it. But if you're with it, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the other guy. That's on you.
I was gonna say, Tom Cat, you about that life?
To each his own.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Maybe Kittens and Tomcats, that we need to do a show on has this been going on for a long time, or is this all new for me? Yeah. Okay.
Long time. I had a boy of mine, a really good friend of mine. A boy, not derogatory, like a good friend. You know, like we say boys. You know, like growing up.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
And you know, I had a good friend of mine, right? And you're not supposed to date your friend's exes, but we just connected. We connected. I'm not gonna lie, we connected. So we started dating, and she started telling me all the stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to hear this stuff. She's like, yeah, he would like it this way. I'm like, I don't want to hear this.
She was trying to get. You
know. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, a little bit of. I don't want to hear this. Like. So then when I so sis, when I saw him again, I'm like I felt weird seeing him again. I'm like, yo, I don't want to. I don't know.
His business. So she talked too much. She's sitting up, you know, loose lips.
Yeah. It's all good though. It's all good. But
his business.
But I never. But I never let him know I knew. I was just like uncomfortable around him. I'm like, yo,
does he know now? Okay, he know now. Yo. All right. I'm gonna say this in closing for tonight. I want to say thank you to Tomcat Chill for being on tonight. I pray that you come back. I would love to have you on again. You need to read my books. Okay, so you advertising on here. All right. I think that, and again, we want to thank Officer Mike again for being on, giving his, you know, words of wisdom as well. You know, it's just been a great time. Mike, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, okay, buddy? It's just been a great time. Thank you, Gossip. Thank you so much. Again, I want to make sure that we're getting more than just gossip per se. I want it to be an educational portion of it in a fun way where we can have dialogue. I want us to be able to have dialogue. And I love that Mike comes on because he's so genuine and so cool and just, always just I just like Mike. Tomcat Mike is cool. And Tomcat Mike, I literally put this up here for you, okay? Because I was like, Tomcat, he's our Tomcat on here. I am not advertising. It's just the subject of the same. Gotcha. No problem, honey. No problem. I don't, I don't even really like trip. I'm just like, oh, you try to advertise? Okay, no problem. But I just really, 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 really honestly appreciate each and every single one of you just taking the time to come and listen to the show, give your input, and then hopefully you have an opportunity to come on up, and then maybe you may decide later on to create your own show, because everybody has their own opinions and everybody has, oh, no. You fine, honey. You fine. No. Okay. I love you too. It definitely is. I love the content creators with receipts, and you definitely have. Honey, how can I come on here without bringing receipts? Chill is amazing. Chill, don't forget to drop that other info in there, okay? I really sincerely appreciate you coming on here and just giving such that calm, you got a little swag going on, Chill. He's our Tomcat. Let's give it up for Tomcat Chill. I'm gonna be tongue tied saying this now because he was really, really amazing tonight. So I really appreciate your input. But again, guys, we want to continue to have fun. I always want you guys to give great input, and we want to be respectful to each other's opinions, no matter what it is. At the end of the day, all we owe each other is respect. Okay. And I want to say thank you so very much for joining me tonight. And thank you for the love. Somebody did send me a Cash App, so I want to say thank you for that. That was really kind of you. I really appreciate it because, again, little something, okay? We get a little something. So I will see you guys on the next one. God bless to you all. My videos are for entertainment and educational purposes only, have the right disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, or reported scholarship research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational and personal use tips the balance in favor for fair use. So everything that I say from now on is allegedly. Meow. See you inside, kittens and tomcats.
Yeah. You want it, gotta work for that bag, go get it one day, you can brag. You want it, gotta work for that bag, go get it one day, you can brag. I say that I have it, you know that I got it, no need to look all in the bag. Stunting like this cause I work so hard, I'm the best, I only speak facts. In the store, I'm popping them tags, a limited ceiling with stag. Clout chasing for the cash grab, I don't really want it that bad. If I say that I have it, you know that I got it, no need to look all in the bag. Stunting like this cause I work so hard, I'm the best, I only speak facts. In the store, I'm popping them tags, a limited ceiling with stag. Clout chasing for the cash grab, I don't really want it that bad. I'm trying to cop a milli while I keep my soul intact. Been through a lot, I learned to adapt. Never let struggles make me snap. Around the world, about to be on maps. Got a cute face, but it seemed like a trap. Pockets on glow, soul on no. In a chateau, counting that big dough. Your spirit on the gurney, about to plateau. Snake in the grass, reap what you sow. Lurking in leaves, hiding in trees. Spotlight on now, you can't sneak. Lip online, now you can't speak. You a real one now, here moving weak. Private jet, don't take care of your seat. Audacity, two-step to me. You want it, gotta work for that bag, go get it one day. You can brag. You want it, gotta work for that bag.